Hello!
Hello! Hi! Hi, everyone!
How's everybody doing? So, I'm supposed to do the intro, right?
You're supposed to do the intro, mate.
It's up to you.
Okay, yeah, cool.
It's all you.
We're professionals. Hey, everybody! Welcome to the stream. I am Felix Ernich. I'm the DM of the Fool's Gold campaign. You probably know me, but I don't want to assume. And yeah, we're here to do an awesome stream. I guess I should introduce everybody first, and then I'll talk more about the world we're about to explore. How's that sound?
Sounds
good
to me.
So, who is first?
It looks like it's Rob.
I am first. We're not.
Yes.
We're not allowed to be watching the streams, right? So I can't actually see the order. But
Yeah,
I think
correct.
I'm
So
first.
yes, we're not. I'll post the order.
So welcome everybody. I'm Robert Hartley. I'm a dungeon master full time, which is still weird after several years of saying it. You may know me from the Viva la Dirt League D&D stuff, or you may know me from my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv Robert Hartley GM. Today I will be playing a goblin druid called Gobby, or his real name is Polyglot, because he speaks like 7 different languages, but people call him Gobby. And I'm still working on his voice. I'll open my mouth and we'll see what comes out when I start playing. Who's below me? Dread.
Hello! I'm Josh, the Dread GM, and these are my fellow storytellers tonight, and I'm very excited about that. And it's not actually night here in Australia, it's day. But I'm very happy to be here. I've been looking forward to this since its conception, and I'm very excited. I'm playing a character known as Malachi. Malachi has a great thirst for adventure, or maybe adventurers. I haven't decided on that yet, but I'm very excited to be in the Fool's Gold setting and being GM'd by Felix, which is awesome. Felix, can I just say, you're actually the very first GM to sit in the GM seat that isn't me on this channel, and that is an absolute honor. And I want to thank you very much for being here and being the first GM to GM on this channel that isn't the dreaded GM. So I will hand you an honorary dreaded title.
I'll hand you my dreads. This is when he takes off his wig that he's been wearing all along, and it's actually just.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But while the cameras are jumping around, I'm going to pass it on. But Malachi, yes, is a vampire character, and vampires in this setting are very cool, and I'm very excited to crack on and discover what it means to be a vampire in this world, and see how it relates to everyone. But let us move down to Gothy.
Hi, my name is Gothy, and I played Gothy in the Fool's Gold campaign. I'm a longtime friend of Felix's, and this is my very first live stream, very first time playing D&D on live stream. So it's going to be a new, exciting experience for me. And I'm going to be playing a brand new character. Her name is Miri, and she is a Weaver, a special new race featured only in the Fool's Gold Into the Bellowing Wilds campaign module. She's also a rogue, so she stabs things.
I'm so excited.
Stabby Weaver.
Stabby spider little girl, or tiny lady.
Well, I guess that's me next. Hi, I'm Jenny D. I'm going to be playing a character that, if anybody watches my channel, you might already know her. I'm playing the Crusher, the half-orc, and she's afraid of ghosts, but nothing else. So I'm really excited to get to bring her out. This is my first time playing her as a PC, so we'll see how that goes, and if I am capable of learning all these mechanics very quickly at this high level.
I guess that's me. Hello there, everyone. My name is Quincy. I will be playing Quincy. This kind of like how I like to do these is like when I play one shots and things, I kind of like to kind of preface it that like imagine this is like before Quincy's Tavern kind of thing exists. So this is like him trying to find himself. He's trying to he's much more chaotic. He's not as like subdued and like nurturing, I guess, if that's the way. That's my disclaimer, to be like, I can do whatever I want in the one shots. But yeah, and so Quincy is, for those of you who don't know, he's a half elf artificer. So he likes, and with like I pulled in the chef feat and the lucky feat. Hopefully those things come in handy. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
And hi everyone, my name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. You've probably seen me floating around on Dred's channel a couple of times now. I am the one frantically playing musical chairs with everyone. in the background. And I will, of course, be playing the role of Valen, the Foreclaimer wizard. And Foreclaimers are another unique race to the world of Fool's Gold and the Bellowing Wilds. And not only am I playing, of course, Valen, who is kind of a bit of a stick in the mud. Valen is actually in the body of a 10-year-old child because he is a chronomancer and has rewound time on himself by accident. He's actually a 500-year-old man who's very annoyed at his current circumstances, and in order to make himself feel a little bit better, he travels in the company of a very small dinosaur called Bonk. He is a Pachycephalosaurus, which is, for those of you dino nerds out there like me, is the little one with the dome head that headbutts things, which is why he's a bit of a derp. But we love him. He's so cute. He's adorable.
I love that so much. So fun.
And he's not for combat, he's for hugs. That's it.
Yeah, me too. Not for combat, just for hugs.
It's gonna be a very wholesome session.
Oh yeah.
Hells yeah.
All right. Well, with all those introductions out of the way, I'd first just like to say thank you guys for being here. I'm honored to be your GM tonight, and to find out I am the first outsider GM to sit in the GM's seat on this channel. Holy crap!
You've got this.
It's a big honor.
I'm so happy to have you here. I'm honored.
Thank you. But I guess with that, we'll dive right into it.
Yeah.
All right. So, to set the scenery, the party already is somewhat acquainted with one another, and we are going to be in the Fool's Gold setting in a place known as the Bellowing Wilds. It is known as the world's deadliest jungle, and mostly a bit of uncharted territory. There's still a lot of trailblazing and exploration to be done. It is full of deadly jungle monsters waiting to get their next meal, most likely from your corpse. And we are going to explore a little slice of it today. Now, you all have been traveling from the city of Rascom. It is one of the main, it's the only real city in this jungle, and the main entry point for foreigners. Not to say you guys are necessarily foreign to the jungle, but it's a meeting point. You guys have been traveling for a few weeks now, a few days now, to a place called Pyrite, which is a town in the far west of the Bellowing Wilds, world famous for their Bellowing Barbecue Festival, and you're all headed there. For varying reasons, of course. Now, I think we said Nakrasha was very excited to go explore Pyrite exactly for that festival and what that town's all about. And also we had Malachi, who is working for a certain vampire lord, I guess we'd say, in Rascom. And they have tasked you to go to Pyrite to find new ales, brews, and foods for the vampire casino in Rascom. But also there's an open invitation that all of you have, just to attend the barbecue festival in general. Now, like I said, you've been traveling for a few days. You have fought off quite a few beasts along the trails. It's been a little bit of a survival slog, but Pyrite is on the horizon. You see it in the distance. You see a few different colored smokes from Pyrite's famous smoke huts billowing above. And then you are stopped on the road by a little goblin. This goblin is wearing completely bright neon red leather armor, and he stands big and tough on the road ahead of you and tells you to stop right there. Is there anything you guys want to do before he goes on?
Is there any sort of a goblin-like greeting or anything that's inherent to all goblins? Some sort of greeting or cultural?
Nothing specific for the Bellowing Wilds.
In that case, I say, get out of my way. But I shouted in Goblin.
Okay, sure. And then for that, in common, for simplicity's sake, he will respond with, I shall not. I need you. I'm going to hire all of you to do a job for me. And if you do it well, I'll let you live.
I look at Bonk and like I feel like during this journey, Bonk and I have kind of like bonded just a little bit. I just look at Bonk and I'm just like, and I just like die. I'm like laughing at the goblin, like right.
Bonk's tail is just wagging back and forth, like thinking this is just a grand joke. Valen walks over to the goblin, and Valen, as a child, kind of is about the same size as this goblin. And I want to place a gentle hand upon his shoulder. Tiny goblin, I believe that there are much easier ways to commit suicide. Perhaps a large rock in a river may waste fewer people's time and achieve the same result as your previous statement.
I'd like to circle around. Oh, sorry. I want to circle behind the goblin as this is said and say, "Oh, you could always be my snack, little one."
All right, give me a couple intimidations.
Sorry, Jeannie, I didn't mean to jump in on you there.
Oh no, that's okay. I'm sure there will be plenty of time to threaten small creatures.
If Nakrasha wishes to also threaten the goblin, please go ahead and join in on the intimidation rolls.
She was just gonna say, I have great X, it would not take long.
Point of inquiry, this is not a threat, this is simply merely a presentation of certain facts.
Well, if we're all threatening the poor goblin, I would like to use my action, or use an action and use and create an eldritch cannon. So like as an artificer, I can take like my pocket of like has gears and stuff, and just kind of random parts, and just throw it up, and then kind of like magically turn it into a flying kind of like griffin that kind of like just like hovers and kind of just like it's a ballista. It's the ballista version for the artillerist, and he's just kind of hovering over, kind of like pointing straight at the goblin.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, if we're threatening, I'm threatening, let's do it.
Oh,
Gobby was reaching down into his coin purse to give this jester some money for like, oh, that's a good laugh. He thought he was genuinely like having a laugh with them, and he was going to pay him to be like, oh, well done. And then he saw that everybody else intimidates instead. So instead he lifts up his walking cane, which is made out of the thigh bone of the first human he killed. and he casts shillelagh on it, and it wraps up in vines that sprout thorns until eventually the vines actually sink into the bone itself, and it just leaves it as a very spiky, thorny thigh bone club. Well, this is what we're doing. Start walking towards the goblin.
Miri comes out of the caravan, and she is a about 3 foot tall, like half spider woman herself, and she sort of says like, well, hang on a minute, hang on. I think maybe are we maybe like reacting a little bit too quickly here, or this is as an ambassador from Valgari, and as sort of like someone who's trying to separate someone who's trying to be an ambassador to good. I was thinking maybe we should, not resort so quickly to threatening and weapons and whatever Malachi was thinking of doing.
I don't know. It looks like he's holding a lot of money, though.
And a lot of blood.
Well, no, he's actually small, so I don't think he'd have a lot of blood on him.
You're right.
So,
No, go ahead.
Okay. With all these wonderful threats and displays of weaponry and muscles and great axes, the goblin responds with,
Yes, you will all do well. I see you are very well prepared for the dangers in the jungle. You're working for me now. Are you going to Pyrite?
Wait, my dear fellow. How much gold are we talking about?
Gold? Yeah.
I assume you will be paying us some monetarily way.
checks,
and not just in favors.
If we work for you, then it makes sense that you would be paying us.
Of course. I don't have much on me, but I will pay you with a great treasure trove of gold if you succeed.
we will need some type of collateral.
Can I sort of get any read on this guy as to whether he genuinely intends to pay us or whether he's just completely bullshitting?
Yeah, insight.
Alrighty, I got good insight. That's going to be a +9. Nice. So a total of 22.
He's full of shit.
Yeah.
Listen, I find your jester act amusing, and this neon red costume thing that you are wearing seems to go well with the rest. But I don't think this is going to work out well for you if you keep pushing this joke.
You know what? I'm just gonna roll, like, from my end, a wisdom roll to see if this guy's gonna actually get the word. No, he's gonna push this agenda. He dies. Huh? Okay.
We're about to have a dead quest giver, guys.
So, GM,
yeah.
seeing this, the words that are said, I'm going to grab the chin of this little goblin and sort of move his gaze towards mine, and I'd like to use my charm if possible.
Nice.
Okay, sure. What do you?
It'll be a wisdom save 17.
17. That's a fail.
How wise is this goblin?
How wise is this goblin?
Not very.
It's seemingly not very, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that you should just tell us exactly what you have planned for us, and you know, maybe tell us where this great treasure trove that you've got hidden is, or if you even have one.
Okay, and so he's charmed, so he has to be truthful, I assume, right?
Favorable, not controlled. So
Considers you a friend.
yeah.
Well, I guess I can be honest with you, friend.
Yes, of course. You can trust
But
me.
there's no gold, and after I give you this mission, I'm never going to be seen again until maybe next week for the next prank.
Ah. What? Quite a clever plan. Quite a clever plan.
Thank you.
So this is all for naught. We're wasting our time. There's
Well,
barbecue.
there's
I start walking.
Miri, as an ambassador, how do you feel about this?
Well, he did say that he had a job he wanted us to do, so maybe he wasn't being misleading about that.
He's trying to take advantage of us. Are you not?
No, not at all. This is for reputation. That is your payment. So listen, this is quite simple. You take this pouch.
And he like gives Malachi gives you the pouch because you're like the friend right now.
It says just throw that in the big soup pot in Pyrite. That's all you have to do.
That sounds like it would lead to a very bad reputation if we were caught, or can I just open it up to see what's inside?
Depends who the reputation is with.
Yes.
You open up the pouch?
Yep.
Okay. It is just filled with what appears. Well, it's. Let me think. No, I mean you'd recognize it right away. It's just a really bright red powder. This is very likely chili peppers.
I smell it. I'll probably be able to smell it.
It smells so spicy.
Oh.
Will this ruin soup? I wish to eat soup.
Yes, this is going to ruin it for everyone.
Why would we do this?
Oh.
So you keep. I don't kill you.
Good joke.
I also think that's funny.
So you want us to make good soup?
No, I want you to spoil the soup with these spices.
I
do you
personally
get-
like
what-
a bit of spice.
What do you get out of this?
Reputation and terror.
With whom? Who
think the
you working for
colloquial term
someone?
The
is
entire
potatoes.
village.
Ah, you're
Oh.
trying to be a villain.
Yes,
I see. You're trying to be like, oh, I'm the man who spoiled the soup.
you're cluing in.
Got you. Yes. What is your name? Your terrifying name.
You may call me the Sco Villain.
The skull. You're going to need to work on that.
No, no, I love it.
Oh,
Don't
it's
ever
so
change.
great.
Don't ever change. I love it. I love it. You know what? Just because of that, I will. I'm in.
Thank you. I like your attitude.
I mean, that is a great pun. Here you go, Quincy. You hold on to this. I don't want to get any in my eye.
Heck yes, I'll take it and put it in a
To
pouch.
feel like I'm changing my opinion on this, and now that you guys are thinking about actually agreeing, I'm sort of on the other end of it. I'm thinking this is not such a great idea.
So you think we should kill him?
Oh, we can still do that. I'm down for that.
At this point, Valen just sort of says, "Enough. I hunger." And I'm going to use Stone Shape, create a pit underneath the goblin, and then seal it up on top of him.
Okay, I'm gonna just give him a little whittle deck save to try to dodge out of that, and he disappears beneath the earth.
And I'll walk on top of where the pit used to be, towards the town and the smell of beautifully roasting barbecue.
Yes.
Oh, well. Bye, Scovillain.
Bonk walks over to where the hole used to be and just starts headbutting the ground.
My little mech, my little griffin, Eldritch Cannon will walk beside Bonk and kind of do the same thing and mimic. And kind of just bonk his little head on the ground.
Like, you know, like the mochi makers? Like, it's just...
Quincy, if you put this powder in soup, please tell me before so that I may eat soup before powder.
We don't have to do this. I'll actually keep this for later, unless you guys really want to. I mean, since the quest giver's like, you know, we got free spice, which we could trade it.
Yeah, I was going to say I am actually quite fond of chili, but it is quite expensive. So you know, we could actually do something else with it if we need.
There's a lot of chili powder which would actually be kind of valuable. Yes.
We could, you know, just a thought. We could go into the city as, like, say, experts on spice and challenge the people there to see, you know, if they can handle our spice and you know, maybe make a little money on this. I'm just postulating.
Can I see that it is actually spice before we make plans revolving around it?
Sure, I'll throw in the pouch.
I have component pouches, and I'm super duper druid man. Is there anything I can roll, or is there any way of me checking to see if it's actually laced with something else, or is it?
There's no need for. I mean, okay, if you want to do some kind of detect poison, you can, but just from appearance, this is definitely chili powder.
Can I stick my finger in it and just see how hot it is?
It is spicy. Give me a Constitution save.
Excellent. All right, wait. Your Constitution save. That's a 12.
Okay, Nakrasha, I think just a single tear leaves one of your eyes as you are just like you're getting assaulted by that amount of spice in your mouth. But you know what? It's spicy.
This is powerful spice. I have respect for this spice.
Perhaps the spice would be better served in some sort of food, some sort of maybe unique food that we can market, make a lucrative amount of money. We could save ourselves the time and call it chili. Maybe have the others compete in some sort of chili cook-off.
Is this also soup?
It's good.
We can make it a very soupish concoction.
I turn to Nakrasha and I say,
Now, Nakrasha, I thought we'd been over this. When I'm about to identify whether something has a poison in it, you have to wait until I say whether it has a poison in it or not before you taste it.
Where's the fun in that?
I thought we raced to see who will identify poison first.
No, you don't remember? You don't remember the time where we found the pouch of black powder on the dead corpse, and then you were like, "Yeah," and you taste, and I was like, "No," and then we were like a week with you rampaging around, and we couldn't stop you.
That was amazing.
That was a fun time, though.
Week, yes.
So many dead children.
So many dead children. We should.
I still have a pouch full of teeth.
If they wanted to live, they should have been larger.
I'll just double check, and I take out some white powder from another pouch on my belt, and I'll just like sprinkle it in just very lightly, and it'll react and burn off if there's any poisons. Otherwise, it's innate. I'm casting detect poison and disease.
You better not be ruining it. That's good stuff.
No, it's inert and flavorless. Otherwise,
yeah. So it's just normal chili powder.
Yeah, this is just normal chili powder. Here you go, Quincy.
No poison, no disease, nothing weird with it.
I'll tap my thigh bone on the ground where the guy was, and I'll just keep walking now. I'll cancel Shillelagh and keep walking.
Why is everyone hitting the ground?
Oh, he's dead back there.
He's dead.
Oh, he's definitely dead.
Not yet.
Oh, no.
Unless it's just a hole, then he's just buried alive.
It could
So
be. Yes,
he will
could
be dead.
He will be dead when he runs out of air.
Oh,
I was conducting an experiment as to the lung capacity of most goblins, while at the same time checking how that lung capacity is all adversely affected by the addition of a very, very smooth scaled wall.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Yes, he'll be fine. Now, I hunger.
Same.
Okay. So you all
Oh,
move
so
on,
that-
leave the
We
leave the
just
skull villain in the ground.
the skull villain there.
Skull villain in the ground.
I
Could
mean,
flip
if
a
Miri
coin
has
for
the
it.
opportunity, she probably would try to help somehow.
How would
being-
Miri like to do that?
Probably just like, I don't know, like. Let me see what I have in like my toolkit. Because if she could, she just has a straw on her. Just like put a straw through the dirt so that it has a chance to breathe.
It's such a nice gesture, but at the same time, it's just insult to injury.
Well, she's just like,
he's kind of a jerk, but I'm really supposed to try and not look evil here, so I'm gonna try and give some.
just stick a straw in. Maybe like a water reed or something.
I'll give it to you, absolutely. So you just.
I'm just waiting for it to start raining.
Yeah, she puts the straw on the ground. She like sticks a straw on the ground just tries to make sure that it actually does work, and she doesn't just sticking it in the dirt to punctuate it.
You,
And then
let's
once it's in
push it
there, just
firmly
kind of
in,
like-
yeah.
Yeah, once it's in there, like leans very close and goes,
Sorry.
and then then follows after everyone else.
Just before we
Okay.
leave, if the skull villain survives, he might become a BBEG. This is how BBEGs are born. I just wanted to make sure that this could be an origin story that we should be aware of.
His name was the Skull Villain. I'm actually not that worried.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna
me
be so
too.
scared. She's gonna throw like iron peppers at us or something. It's gonna be great.
I could go back and throw a fireball down there.
No,
He-
no, we're done.
no.
We're done terrorizing the
He-
goblin in the hole.
Okay.
When he inevitably suffocates in a hole, he may come back as a ghost pepper villain.
Mm.
Oh, wait,
Yes,
ghost? No.
yes, a revenant or something
then-
like that. You
And
need
then
to
we
be
might
careful. Or ghost or spirit or sprite.
Carolina Reaper the rewards of
Hey, I like that.
No, wait, no. Goblin ghost, no. I would rather goblin than ghost.
No, he won't come back as a ghost.
Are you sure?
Yes, he's not powerful enough for that.
Whoa,
How,
usually
how do
ghosts
you know?
come
He
back.
said he would kill us all. It was a funny joke, but maybe he had a secret.
And well, I've dealt with ghosts before.
If he has enough vengeance and ire in his heart, he could be reborn as a ghost.
He seemed very angry, actually.
A clinical assessment would ascertain that even as a ghost, the chili powder would be more powerful. Not,
Okay, but
not
if
an
ghost
insult, just a
comes-
statement of fact.
I will not participate. If ghost comes, I will leave you all behind.
Okay,
I'm just sitting
so,
next to Bonk, just looking at him like,
so last chance.
Bonk
If anyone
emulates
wants to
you,
do
like-
anything with the skull villain, or if you guys are moving on.
Oh yeah,
Moving on.
we're moving on.
I've
walking
walked
and
away.
talking.
Yeah, I think everyone's moved on.
Walking
I guess
and talking.
in that case, you guys were pretty much just talking about all this as you left
Yeah.
him behind with just
Yeah.
a single reed marking the path in the middle of the road.
I love that we like started this stream by talking about how wholesome all of us are. We
Yeah.
just, like locked a goblin in a tube
Just
under the ground.
buried a guy alive.
Oh, this is
kill us.
perfect.
It's fine.
This is what the Bellowing Wilds are all about.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Actually,
kill or be killed.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, be buried or not. Well, with all your plotting and talking, sorry. You guys travel onwards as you debate the goblin's demise, and before you know it, you arrive at the gates of the town of Pyrite. It is easily recognized across the jungle by huge billowing columns of smoke, which all have different colors of the rainbow, as many of these houses here are their own meat smoke huts, and they all have their own unique blend of spices, which gives those clouds their own smells and colors. And right now, everybody's smoking because big signs everywhere. It's the Bellowing Barbecue Festival, and it's happening tonight. And
Oh,
everybody is just
my-
rushing.
My whole mouth is just filled with saliva. Oh boy.
Yeah. I mean, if you're into meat, it smells delicious. But there's also, of course, like they have all kinds of food. It's not just meat. There's veggies, salads, soups, everything. People are furiously cooking. You see that the houses here are all constructed out of huge monster bones. So it looks like this is very much a society of hardcore farmers and hardcore hunters. And there's just like spit roasts with just like dinosaur-sized slabs of meat with like 3 people turning it over a giant bonfire. And while everybody's looking a little stressed in preparation, everybody's having a pretty good time because they're very excited for it.
Hell's yeah. GM, I have a very important question. Do I eat normal food and drink?
You don't have to, but you can.
I can. Okay, cool. So I can still enjoy the festival. Hell's yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Mr. Vampire Man,
Yes.
can you eat this?
I don't have to, but I can.
Oh. What's your favorite kind?
People or food?
Yeah.
I mean, they're both. I am partial to a good. What are they called? Shoot, what are they
Brisket.
called?
Brisket. Ribs.
Brisket, yes, that's the exact one thing. Brisket, yeah, but it depends on the spices. I like mine on the more spicy side.
As long as
we have
it's
all these chili powders, so.
as long as
Make it
it's not
spicy.
troll, eh? Yeah.
Oh, it's
That,
gamey.
that
Troll is
was
very
not an
gamey.
enjoyable taste for you.
Not enough chili in the world.
I wonder
And
if
as
they have any sweet and sour dishes, or maybe something with honey.
They will.
We can find. We can find out.
If you guys look around, pretty much any food you can think of that would be reasonably produced here in this area is available. And Malachi, you actually notice that there's a like a cart vendor with all different assortments of different blood, and their specialty being spicy demon blood.
I will be right back.
Yeah, I'm
I want to
coming,
follow.
I'm coming with.
I want to follow because this is oddly specific.
Sure. Okay, everybody goes to the blood vendor, who is sitting there, and let me see who you're dealing with. This is a let's make this guy a very tall elf dude. He's looking a little bit middle-aged. Not a vampire, from what you can tell at least. And he says, "Good day. Can I interest you in some blood?"
Yes, you
You
can.
gotta say it like that.
Our special is demon blood if you're into a little bit of spice. But we do also have other bloods for sale.
Ooh.
Is this for drinking or is it for?
I do not
for
ask
magic?
questions. This is up to you.
It's for drinking. There for me at least.
Would I have any idea if demon blood has any magical uses?
It might, yes.
Sweet.
I don't know if you specifically know about it, but yes, it does.
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself some demon blood. I'll say yes. So how much is for a jar or a bottle or vial?
For each of the blood bags, it is 25 gold pieces. Usually it's 50, but for this festival, they're on special sale.
How about I cut you a deal, blood man? I got this
Perhaps.
really special spice. It's never been seen in the world. It is hot. It is delicious, and it made this green giant mommy woman over here cry. That's hot. How
Cried
about I
the
give
first
you a-
year I have cried since I was 9 years old and lost my companion dog.
It was a long time
Most
ago. It was a very
impressive.
cute dog.
Don't-
Now,
Don't
I'll
tell
give
the
you-
story again. I can't handle it again.
It's an emotional
Bonk,
topic.
Bonk sees Gobby start tearing up and rushes over, jumps on Gobby's lap, and just starts into his shoulder. Just
Thank you, Bunk.
It's a
Emotional
very
support
emotional
bonds.
subject. It's a very
Emotional
emotional
support.
topic for us. I will give you a single handful of this wonderful spice that is, let me just say, not for mass consumption. For whatever this vampire gorgeous man right here has desires, he would take 2, and I'll give you a handful.
And what does the vampire man desire if I agree to this deal?
Your finest blood bag, please. Let me sweeten the pot as well. I am here from Rascom, trying to source a very particular thing, and that is we're looking to sponsor a cook or some sort of artisan like yourself. If you impress me, well, you might find yourself in the employment of my boss.
Oh, I am familiar with your boss, and we get along quite well as I am one of his current suppliers. However, I do take any opportunity to make a great impression, so 2 demon blood bags in exchange for the pouch of spice.
Not a pouch. This stuff is way too valuable. This whole pouch would be worth your entire cart, my dear friend. A handful.
It was made by the very Scovillain himself.
Who is actually
We only got
deceased.
it when we took it from his dead body, or
It's
soon-to-be
bound to be
dead
very
body.
rare now, since
Oh.
we won't be making any more of it.
Well, someone finally dispatched of that pest. Well, if you got it from the Scoville, and I am afraid of dubious quality, as that is quite a annoying character.
Valandon walks over and will very, very surreptitiously attempt to cast Modify Memory on the merchant. And I want to very slightly just remove that we mentioned Skullvillain at all from his memory.
Okay, what's he get to roll?
He gets a Wisdom saving throw.
That's amazing. Also,
No.
I'm sorry, guys. I was
No.
just trying to build the legend.
Yeah, I was
didn't know
on the
legend was
same
built.
page. Drake.
We are
I was on the same
invested.
page.
This is
I was
our
about to do the
quest.
same.
Good.
Yeah. You know.
So that's a 10 from this guy.
Oh, he absolutely fails.
Yeah, he rolled
so cool.
horribly.
So I'm gonna modify his memory. What I'm gonna modify it with, because I target this particular creature, and yada yada yada. An experience that it had within the last 24 hours. I am going to replace the fact that it heard that we had mentioned it from Skullvillain, and instead replace it with a noteworthy exotic spice dealer from a far and distant land who has found within the realms of the Forclaimer ruins a small canopic jar filled with this very rare and desirable spice that is now held very quiveringly in the palm of our dear friend Quincy.
Quite exotic. Well, I would prefer to gain the entire pouch instead of just a handful. And Quincy, what I'll ask
He
you to
wants
do
the
is
entire
you guys,
pouch.
I'll give you guys opposed persuasion rolls, and whoever gets it higher gets their deal.
Nice.
I will not make this as my charisma is -1.
I think we leave it. I think we
Welcome
leave
to
it
being a
Quincy, right?
four-player.
This is just between Quincy and the merchant.
Quincy versus the merchant. What does it look like, Valen, when you cast this modify memory? Is it obvious to the rest of us what you were doing?
Oh, so basically as Valen casts this spell, all of his magic is based on time. So, what happens is as he reaches forward, you watch as Valen's arm sort of separates into multiple versions of Valen, having moved simultaneously within that space. Very a la Doctor Strange. And as it does, a series of conversations seem to happen as the head of the merchant also makes the same sort of gestures, and eventually leads to that the eventuality of the mind being modified in the precise way that that we have discussed.
I just saddle up next to you and I go, nice.
So Quincy, what's the result?
I used 2 luck points. Because the first was a 3 and the second one was a 7. But the third one was a 17. So
A 17. Ooh.
Yeah.
So the merchant rolled an 18 on the die.
Before he does that,
He's probably familiar with this bullshit since he, knew the Scoville
Merchant, so
no, it's fair. It's fair.
okay, so as that happens, Valen rolls his eyes, and as he does, he then twists his hand, and as he does, more of these gears sort of appear on his arm. Felix, could you roll that again for us, please?
Oh, okay, sure.
As I use my chronal shift ability to force you to re-roll your ability check. Or save
I
your
love
throw
how
or
hard
attack
we're
roll.
working to get like a spicy
Yeah,
what?
we just all we want is a bag of blood.
D&D.
No reason.
That's another
Let's
18
use
on the
all of
die.
mine.
Oh my
damn.
gosh!
The
The
Let's
6th
go.
level spell slot.
Yep, that's it.
Ow.
The spice pouch and 2 pouches, blood bags of demon blood. That is the deal.
Your finest one, yes. The 2.
Finest one. Freshest. Always fresh.
I say, Valen, can I just see you over here real quick? I thought you did your mind mendy thing that you do.
Yes, I did. Still, this.
And you didn't wait. So you didn't make him believe that we'd already handed over the money? I thought you and your people were all about efficiency.
It is. This is the
You
most. This is the
You
most.
didn't think to make him go, oh, they've already paid me. I will hand them over the things that they have bought already.
I'm gonna touch Gobby in the head and modify his memory.
What is it? Wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw.
I'm not gonna lie. When the modified memory came, I was like, have I had my memory modified?
It's a 21.
21.
Yeah.
You can re-roll that again, please.
He's gonna use up all of his.
Oh my god!
Oh, okay.
Oh, so
That's
great.
only a 27.
Damn. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. No, that didn't help me at all.
I knock your hand aside with my stone and I say, "Stop it!" I said, "I know it. I said the first time you tried that I did not like it, and then you tried it again to make me forget that you'd already tried it on me, and I said I did not like it. You know, we had an agreement. Okay, I will stop ruining your villages if you stop if you stop trying to modify my memory."
Fine.
You idiot.
So the merchant stands there with the 2 blood bags in one hand and awaiting a spice pouch in the other hand.
I hold the pouch open and waiting for like Malachi to like almost grab the bags before I drop it. Kind of just like an in simultaneous exchange.
My beautifully manicured fingernails come out as I hold them. They've got a sharpened point.
And then I'll drop it
Bags.
as I see if I assume he's gonna drop it.
Yep. I
On
mean,
3.
he sees the intent of the simultaneous transaction, so he drops the blood bags and
And-
anticipates you dropping. Yep. A deal is done.
I gotta say, the imagery that you gave me for Malachi was that he had like bedazzled fingernails.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Jewelry on every one of them.
Malachi's very extra, so yes, definitely.
Okay, perception rolls, everybody.
Ooh.
Oh.
I got a 2 on the die.
I don't suppose this might be
No.
interchangeable with an investigation roll?
No.
Damn.
16.
11.
17.
6.
10.
11.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Jeannie, did I hear 17 for Nakrasha?
Yeah.
Who got 16?
Probably.
Cool. Okay, you guys hear the sound of a sobbing, probably old orc lady. Would you like to investigate?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the others haven't heard it enough. There's too much hustle and bustle in the market, but you guys can probably find out where it's coming from and go there if you wish. And...
Miri is busy handing out pamphlets that say weavers are not driders. there's a pack of stickers on the inside.
Bonk's got one of the stickers on his like little dome.
Yeah.
The pamphlet also has in very big bold text, "We are not evil."
So great.
So
I
cute.
probably notice Gabi looking around and say, "You hear this cry also?"
Yeah, you can hear that. It is coming from somewhere. Someone's crying.
Can we see where it's coming from?
All right. So, sorry, I thought you said something else. You see it. You see a woman kind of off to the side. She is beside what looks like a what do you call it? A pen, like an animal pen, and she's kind of kneeled over by it, and it seems to be smashed to pieces. And she's just kind of like face in her hands. She's sobbing, and it looks like a very elderly orc woman.
I want to go over to her
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Grandmother, has someone squashed your pen?"
She turns up to look at you, and like she looks at you, and she's got like really sad grandma face, and like tears are running down her eyes. She's just like, the salad, it got away. The salad got away.
The salad?
Yes, the salad for the Bellowing barbecue. It's gone.
Do you have the confusion of the old salad that cannot move?
Yeah, I ask her in Orcish because I assume that she's just not good with common. I ask her in Orcish, did you mean salad?
Yes, the salad. It got away.
How common is it for vegetarian orcs to be in the Billowing Wilds? I mean, just saying, salad at an orc festival. I'm guessing big bad. Just
vegetarian,
like-
I'd say it's rare, but omnivore pretty common. Everybody eats
okay,
everything.
okay.
And I should clarify, in the Bellowing Wilds, orcs are just another race. They're not mindless savages or anything.
Oh, hell's yeah. Okay.
I say, what was in this salad of yours?
It's, tomato and onion, some peppers, some lettuce, of course.
So when you say it got away, someone has taken it away?
I don't know what happened to it.
Right, so you understand that salad cannot move, right?
But it got away.
Okay, someone has stolen it.
Yes.
I am going to. I'm sure there's a druid thing somewhere. I'm just looking through all of the druid spells to see what I've
Can
got.
I ask you also, why did you have your salad in outdoor pen like livestock?
To keep
Perhaps
it
it would
fresh,
be
of
safe
course.
If you
It has
kept
to be
it
kept
in your
fresh.
home.
No, it's kept in the pen to stay fresh. It doesn't fit in a house. You've got to keep it outside.
You mean
It
salad?
spoils.
Yes.
I'm going to look in the pen to see if there's any remnants of. Does it look like there's a crop plot or anything like something where tomatoes and stuff would have been planted?
Give me an investigate.
Alrighty. That is probably not going to be good. That's a 3 plus my investigation of 2, 5 total.
Okay, well, you don't have to be a genius to see that this is not a crop field. It's just a like there's grass and it's got grass and dirt, surrounded by just a wooden pen, and about a quarter of that pen is just kind of smashed. Does anyone wish to assist, or
Can I
Can the
look
rest of
around
us
and
rejoin them?
no? You go.
Can-
You go
just
for it,
can-
Nakrasha.
if they
And
wanna
yes,
join it?
we're assuming Miri joins them. Yes.
Or I have anybody else too, depending.
Quincy, I just wanted to take a quick moment to thank you. Hey, looks like they're investigating some sort of crashed pen.
Okay.
Come on, Valen, come on,
There we
Quincy.
go.
Okay.
Can
Let's
I
go,
look
Bonk.
around and see if there are like any other pens that appear to contain salad?
There's no other, you see some other pens, but they look to contain just assorted animals, some sheep, bison, like cows, cattle.
You,
But
you
happened
have
over here?
nothing else that's like a salad.
you've sheep
Yeah.
named Salad. Your sheep is named Salad.
No, I don't have sheep.
What happened? What happened? Things seem
We-
pensive.
She's confused.
She's confused.
So Bonk is going to rush into the pen. Is it like muddy floor and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's just some dirt floor.
Okay,
Now,
so
is Bonk perfectly controlled by you, or
I mean, he's not even.
in that
slightly.
case, allow me to take the reins
You
of
may
Bonk
take-
for just a
No,
minute.
take Bonk.
As Bonk rushes in, Bonk finds something.
Oh.
A trail of leaves of lettuce leading out of the pen.
Oh, well, Bonk will immediately start eating the lettuce as like almost like like the little trail of M&Ms just start and Valen will look and go, fascinating.
Follow that forageables.
Yes.
Wait, you're going to find it?
Oh wait, what are we finding?
I see this lettuce that Bonk's eating, and I walk over and I take up some of it and I say in Orcish to Nakrasha,
No, she was being serious. It's actually lettuce. I think somebody's just taken it is what she means. I don't know why she was keeping it in a field.
Are we going to find it then, or this is what, a charity?
Oh, you would
I
find
don't
it.
know.
That would be amazing. I will tell everybody about what you did for me if you would find it.
No,
She
do
does
not
look
tell
kind of
anyone that
sad.
I find things for free. I do not find things for free.
Oh, but
Do
she's
you
so
know
cute
people?
and
Are you
old.
popular? Is this worth it for us?
So as
The mayor is my son.
Well, as Quincy
Oh, okay.
and Ginny are talking to the old lady, Bonk, with like just one little lettuce leaf, like sort of sticking out of his mouth, sort of walks up and just sort of sits right at their feet, looking up at them as his eyes slowly start to get bigger, almost pleading for more of this delicious piece of salad. He sort of like swallows it and then just looks down at his feet, which has no salad. And he just
He tries to take it from me, and I'm like, no, I need this for my spells. Stop it.
his
Okay, stop it.
bottom jaw quivering.
I said to the old lady,
What is your name?
Give me a moment.
It has a name. It's a real
I
good
messed
one.
up.
It's
I
a
forgot
real
to give her a
good
name.
too.
Her name is, of course, I have prepared this well in advance.
you just wait. It's a really good one. It'll blow you
Oh,
away.
it's a good name. It's a real good
Great name.
The salad.
Her name is Joanne Bobbins.
Joanne Bobbins.
Yes, mother
I say-
of Mayor Bobbins.
Yes,
said
of all Bobbins,
Joanne
the mayor.
Bobbins. And I take down my my staff, my walking stick made of somebody's bone, and I pierce the lettuce leaf onto the ball and socket joint at the top of it,
Mhm.
and then I stick the staff down into the ground, and I take out some components from my pouch. And I'm going to cast locate animals or plants, and I'm going to describe a specific kind of plant. I'm going to say specifically Joanne Bobbins' tomatoes. So I'm not just going to find any old tomatoes. I'm hopefully going to try and find her tomatoes. Concentrating, if it's within 5 miles, I should be able to know the direction and distance to it. Unless it's behind lead or something, I think. Maybe.
I think the tomatoes, you would just kind of find
I assume
over-
I might just find tomatoes, but that's why I asked the
an
name. I'm like,
overwhelming amount of tomatoes all over the place.
yeah.
I think you
Tomatoes.
kind of just get blasted with like magic
Like-
nearby if all these tomatoes are resonating.
Well, there's a lot of tomatoes around. So the good news is, Joanne, your salad will not be missed.
Good. Let me see if I might have some change to repay you.
Don't worry
She-
about it.
She rifles around a bit and says,
She can worry a little bit.
she pulls out actually,
Necrusha, I can make tomatoes like this.
And I snap my fingers, and like a druid crafted vine goes up my arm, and like vine grows a tomato off the end. And I'm like, I can literally.
You
It
watch
is not
this-
thing to
have,
worry
have you
about.
ever played those like fishing games where you have the little magnetic lure to get the fish out of like the little bit? You watch as Bonk basically just goes.
and so Joanne Bobbins opens up her little grandma purse and kind of lifts it up to Necrusha and says, "Will this suffice?" And if you kind of glance into it, it appears to be around like 600 gold or so in there. It's actually
Jesus
quite like it looks bigger on the
I
inside.
thought it was gonna be like 4 copper.
And at the same time, she says, "And of course, I will arrange for you free meals. You will not have to pay for anything here, and we will get you some nice brews and drinks as well."
We will find this salad. We will find any salad you wish. We will find every salad in the town.
When she seems so well connected, I look up to like the banners of the town saying like barbecue fest, and I'm just looking to see if it says Joanne Bobbins' barbecue fest. Still there. Like,
You
it's
don't
so
see the
photo
name
all
tag.
around town.
But
Got,
you do
like,
get
her own
confirmation
brand name
that
brand.
the mayor is indeed the same last name.
Okay.
He's also Bobbins, and she didn't lie. She appears to be the mayor's mother.
Right.
To the salad.
To the salad.
Alright.
Let's find it.
Quincy exclaims it
The
and also
salad.
notices a little trail of individual salad leaves like leading out of the place. And before you, like as you take like your first step, Joanne stops and says, wait. I need you to let me just and she gets up and goes over to a little cage and just pulls something out. You hear a squawk, and she says, "Take this," and she holds a chicken, live chicken, for
Another snack.
for someone to take it.
I'll take the chicken.
No, don't eat it yet.
No, I
Not
think
yet.
I'll take the chicken. I think I will be taking the chicken. I will.
There you go, Mary.
Thank you.
As you know, this is soul lettuce, and I'm afraid it may have wilted, but when it escaped. So, since it eats nearby souls, can you please just kill this chicken when you find it to make sure it doesn't wilt anymore?
I attempt to give the chicken back to Malachi.
Is it in a cage or is it just? Am I just holding it by?
She's just holding it by the neck.
Okay, I'll hold it by the neck as well.
Wait, the salad eats nearby souls, or the
It's a
chicken
s-
eats nearby souls?
The salad. Well, I'm specifically the soul lettuce.
The solid, yeah. I
Soul
was
lettuce.
thinking the same.
She really did.
You hear Gobby sigh really heavily, and then get his pouch back out, stick his thing into the ground, and say "soul lettuce" as I cast look at plants again.
And
She
you
really
find
did just wait until we agreed to it to tell us that it did in fact walk away.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then clearly left it to the last moment to say, "Oh, by the way, you'll also need this blood sacrifice." Just by the
Take your
by.
weapons.
Joanne burying the lead bobbins.
I love it so much.
So, you find soul lettuce. Like it resonates with you, and you find it. It appears to be maybe an hour's walk, half an hour's walk or so outside of the town.
Outside
And-
of Pyrite, about an
Yeah,
hour's
and
walk
Joanne-
in that direction.
Appears to be sincere. She doesn't seem to be like messing with you guys. And yeah, hands you the chicken happily, and she says, "Yeah, just you don't need to bring it back necessarily alive. Just
That's good.
let it wilt." And I mean, there are 6 of you, so if one of you dies, just die near it, please.
Can it come back slightly charred?
Cooked lettuce.
I don't
Don't-
care. It'll.
don't
Don't you
burn it.
worry. It'll be. Well, okay.
Okay,
Your-
I trust you. I
Your
trust you.
tomatoes and the bell peppers, they are also soul creatures.
No, it's tomatoes. No.
Oh, how stupid of me! I apologize for my stupid question.
She kind of pats you on the head like, "It's okay, dearie. We're all a bit stressed out sometimes. I understand."
So great. I'm so happy right now.
I'm happy to hear that.
Valen's been like just basically listening this whole time. Like Bonk's been out and doing stuff, but Valen hasn't said anything. All of a sudden, as you kind of look around, you see that he's there with like this plate of short ribs, and he's just been eating it this whole time. Like his mouth is just covered like a child in like just all this stuff. As he takes a moment to say, "What is this about a salad now?"
We are finding salads. We will be compensated very generously, and also have all of the food and drink we wish. So, you wish to find?
I'm going to attempt to mage hand a rib away when Valen's not looking. I'm gonna try.
There's actually 2 types of ribs. The one is like the barbecue sauce one, but then there's also a sweet and sour like pork rib. That's also
Grab
there.
that one. Try to grab that one.
It floats up as you bite into it.
defense.
The
Yeah.
juices like flow out of it, and it's just this overwhelming honey and rosemary like aroma that sort of just emanates from it. And the meat is so tender it just dissolves and turns into almost like bubbles in your mouth as you bite into it.
Oh,
I will say all the food in this place is an 11 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
hells yeah.
Can we just like take a break so I can Uber eat some ribs now?
Yeah, I know, right?
Sounds so good.
I asked the Joanne lady. I say, is this lettuce leaf a part of the soul lettuce?
Yes,
Because
it is, but not,
not from
fresh
a different-
anymore, so I can't use it.
Right, but it's from the same lettuce leaf.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I can see where it is. Give me a moment.
Okay,
And I'll sit
great.
down and I'll start casting a 10-minute scrying spell, just so I can scry on the soul. Let us see where it is and what's going on.
Okay.
I'm gonna use
Everybody,
that for
we
a
got 10 minutes to get snacks then.
Yeah, we'll play it out in real time. So
Well, yeah,
the first thing I
yeah,
do is
yeah,
I
okay,
draw
cool.
a circle on the ground.
Go on, Rob. I'm also going to use that opportunity to get a short rest to get some of my spells back because, I've used a bunch for nothing.
Absolutely.
Akaya's gonna grab his portable straw, telescopes out, and just punctured it into the bag, just like a boba tea, and just starts slurping on it.
Yeah. And that blood is also absolutely delicious. It is a delicacy in this world, and it is demon blood is slightly spicy, has a bit of a weird tinkle as it goes down, but all vampires know that to be the best blood you can.
Hells yeah. There is just
Pause as you've finished it like a Capri Sun. You bring out the second bag that you were given, and you go to, and I'm like,
Malachi, you give me that, I'll knock off 50 gold from your debt to me.
Alright. I'll hand it over.
Thank you.
Oh, but it was so good.
Valen's gonna walk over to Miri with the plate of ribs, and remembering that she'd been looking for something sweet and sour, is gonna hand her a small plate of ribs that he put aside for her.
Oh, thank you very much.
Do not thank me; they were free.
Oh, okay.
They were not.
How?
You just
Wait,
took
Thank
them.
you
free
for-
food?
Do not thank me; I stole them.
I like the idea that he doesn't know it, that he just took them, he assumed it's free.
Oh yeah, basically, yeah. That was it. I just walked away with them.
You get the free food privilege after you bring the salad back.
Valen
she's-
just walks into someone's house. This is free. Just leave.
Mine now.
All right. So I guess, yeah.
Well, she thanks him, of course, for
Thank you. Thanks for remembering. Would you like something from my little pouch of spider-themed goodies that I'm passing out?
and there's she opens up a little bag, and there's stickers, spider-themed stickers, probably some of those plastic ones you get from the arcade, or a ring or something like that,
Hells
Most-
yeah.
or a lanyard.
Valen will say, "No, thank you. I am quite old." And then you see this little bump in the back, and he looks behind him, and Bonk's there. The next minute, we transition to another scene where Bonk has this little spider air freshener around his neck. It's and it just dangles, and he's just so proud. He's just preening,
Super beaming.
showing off as he's walking around.
In the back of the frame there, you see that Malachi's looking on with an envious expression, but is trying not to be too obvious about it.
Well, hang on a second. Now I have to ask the DM what the spider air freshener smells like.
Ooh.
Spiders.
Spiders. obviously.
Spiders.
What do fresh
For
spiders
that new
smell like?
spider smell.
That's just moving the goalposts, just kicking the can down the road.
Smells like spiders.
Dude,
Spiders
I
smell
don't know.
spiders smell like other types of arachnid. Just
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
Oh, of course.
Velgari is the spider town of the jungle where the weavers and the Aranites live, and they are world renowned for their finest silk garments. So I assume they would also know some good perfumes and some
yeah.
good scents.
totally.
So maybe Miri chose her favorite, which I assume would be something lighthearted, maybe a bit like a nice bubble gum or something like
Yeah.
that.
Or a citrus, something.
Like a nice
yeah,
citrus
something
air
like that.
freshener. Yeah, everybody likes citrus. Sure. So I guess everybody takes that short rest. Everybody kind of gets some food in them and gets ready, but eventually, duty for the salad calls.
The spirits that I've seen since I was a child that led me into being a druid in the first place. I start speaking in druidic at the center of my circle with the sort of incense burning around me, and I call these spirits back to me, and I say that I need to see the creature to which this body part belongs, and I bring out the body part, the lettuce leaf, and the soul creature must make a wisdom saving throw with a -10 modifier because I have a part of its body.
Yeah.
Does it work on plant creatures?
it says that you can see and hear a particular creature you choose. So if a plant creature is a creature in your world, then it's a creature. Yeah.
Okay. Technically, this is just a plant, but for the sake of keeping this moving along, I'll make it work. The plant fails. Surprise, surprise.
Let's go.
Hells yeah.
Yeah. So you can look.
So I can see it and hear it on if it's on the same plane of existence as me. Blah blah blah. I basically have an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see if there's any plants around it, specifically like large plants like trees or something. Because if there's a tree next to it, then I can tree stride us all right to it.
There's definitely trees nearby.
Excellent. So I see some of the trees. I take them in as best I can.
Yeah. So what you see dense jungle. There's thick brush, trees all around. Do you generally can you see the area?
It says the spell creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. You can hear and see through the sensor as if you were there. So I'm standing there 10 feet from this soul thing, and I'm looking. I don't imagine I can turn around and look, but I'm looking at it 10 feet away, and I can see like around it and things.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, in that case, what you would definitely see is you see trees, brush, of course. It's in the middle of the jungle somewhere, which you know is about half an hour or so out. And well, you'd also be able to see the creatures itself, which is you see ancient-looking mecha-raptors that are overgrown with large heads of lettuce, or soul lettuce, rather.
That's really funny. I thought for a second you said mecha-raptors with lettuce on there. It's crazy, right? Like
crazy.
Yeah.
A crazy idea.
Imagine that.
Like heads of lettuce or heads of cabbage. Yeah.
So how many do I see?
Oh, and you see 6 of them. And Valen, you would know, because you're a four-claimer, these are, of course, four-claimer automatons that we're talking about, the mecha-raptors. And they are powered by soul energy, which the soul lettuce is feeding on. That is why they grow it on them. Which is not something the four-claimers did. That's something the orc woman came up with. But you can kind of deduct this is her reasoning.
And that is quite proficient.
So the mecha-raptors seem to be old raptors that have like they aren't working raptors.
Ancient automatons. They are working. They are moving around, and they're about 3,000 years old, and they look deadly.
Yes. I take in as much as I can, especially like if there's a large enough tree for us to step through. I check out that one and make sure I take in all of its details and things, the knots and roots and where the leaves are and stuff, so I'm familiar with it. And then I come back to my own senses, and in Druidic I thank the spirits that showed me it, and then I stand up and I say, "Good news and bad news. We can get there in an instant. I just need a tree big enough for us to." This isn't his voice. Is more Spanish, yellow. He said I can get us through a tree in order to arrive in the area. But when we arrive there, we will be immediately encountered by some of your unnatural metal nasties.
Wait, what is bad news?
Metal? I thought it was a salad.
Yes, they are.
Very confused.
It is being protected or grown on by some kind of like bunk but metal, like one of his gross old people's technology.
Oh. So more dinosaur friends?
Yes, but not friends. They look like spiky mouth, tear you apart kind of creatures.
Does it look like this? And so I'll take my little Eldritch Cannon and change it into kind of what Bonk looks like, but obviously it's metal. Looks like this.
Kind of making them, if the mouth more sharpy. They're a type of raptor. I don't know how well you are good with dinosaurs.
Kind of just turn into a raptor. A basic idea.
Like that, but bigger and with lettuce on their heads.
That is not a salad. That is a mistake.
Bonk immediately begins playing with the new dino friend.
They'll bonk its head. They'll bonk heads.
Yeah.
Do like a crush and squirt thing.
Bonk will kind of, because Bonk is smaller, he'll like sort of roll onto his back and kind of get stuck for a little bit.
Looks like you're ready for a workout, Negrasha.
Oh, I'm very excited for this. I have been wanting to see how axe work on these metal dinosaurs.
Look, as much as I would relish the opportunity for you to be able to crash into these particular things, Anais spent quite a long time building such marvels out of metal and construct, and it would be such a terrible shame if they were inoperable. I mean, is there a potential way where we may be able to at least disable them, if possible?
If they bite me, I will disable by remove head.
Anything inoperable can be made operable again eventually.
Yeah, I have no doubts that you'll be able to rebuild it in some way.
That would
And
be a fun
besides-
challenge for you.
Well,
Whatever's fastest before we don't want to miss dinner.
We all know what happens when we get in the way of Nacrasha wanting to smash something.
yes.
I would not
Remember
turn
the
down...
orphanage.
Oh, do not bring that up again.
Oh, those poor orphans.
well,
I did not have enough stickers to make up for it that day.
well, look.
Still hear the screams.
Well, at the very least, keep a weather eye out for one of these. And to Felix, because I'm not sure what happens. What happens if I pull my crystal out? Do I die or?
Oh, you don't die, but
Good.
if you pull it out and you keep it out for longer than around 10 minutes, you start getting some severe cramps and hangover.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'll take it out for a moment and just sort of show the. So basically, in the center of Valen's body, there is this this long, very very bright yellow crystal, which he then removes from his person. As he does, the very circuit-like veins over his body sort of dim slightly. As he holds it up, it makes a humming sound. He says each of the creatures should be powered by something akin to this. Either attack it or remove it, and that should suffice in disabling it.
Why do you do this? You know I hate it when you bring that out. It's so unnatural.
Why? Does it
Oh.
make you feel uncomfortable? I sort of
It is
wave
unnatural that your people did this to yourself. It is gross.
It's perfectly fine. In fact, we
That's so gross. It is so not fine.
it is why even as a child I can do this. And I'm gonna take the what is my plate made of?
Your plate?
Yeah, the plate that I got the food from. Like, is it like a wood plate or stone plate?
Oh, probably ceramic, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to very, very poignantly start folding the ceramic bit by bit with my 16 strength, even though I'm in the body of a 10-year-old.
Impressive.
Holy.
I mean, that's not. You put that plate down. I smash it with this bone. I do the same thing.
I'm then going to put my crystal back in its chamber and say, well, as Master Quincy would say, late grows the hour, and there is much salad to be found.
Yes.
I would
Let
like
us
to. I would
take
like
our
to
help.
have
Salad!
free food at this festival.
Quincy has never.
All
Let's
right.
go. So we just need to find a larger or larger inanimate plant,
So,
tree of some
you can
sort.
find them all over. I mean, there's
What about
huge
that
jungle
one?
trees and brushes everywhere, right? Just so if you go any like 5
Yep.
steps outside of the town, you will
Yep.
find them. Now, before you do so, I'll just quickly ask. It is about the halfway point. Do you guys want to take a quick bio break, or would you like to keep pushing on?
I'm personally fine to keep pushing on, but if anybody needs to bio
If
break,
anybody
I'm fine.
wants a bio break, speak up.
Likewise, I'm good to push on, but yeah.
I'm
I could use a
G2.
quick break.
Quick break?
Yeah.
Quick
That'll
break?
actually give me a chance to grab a drink of water. So
All right.
We'll
5 minutes?
break for about 5 minutes roughly, and then we will.
I'll just stay
enter
here
the
and
treaty.
continue. I'll just keep keep going, and then when you guys
Just-
go back,
just Rob on his own.
Just do a real-time ritual cast.
just
Yeah.
real-time ritual casting again.
All right.
You guys come back, and I'm just killed by mecha dinosaurs because I went without you.
Oh, rip Gobby.
All right.
Life goes on.
Hello and welcome back, everybody, for round 2 of this Fool's Gold one-shot.
I am also
For
waiting.
those for those who are new or maybe just joined the stream, I am Felix. I am the GM of today's session, and I'm also the GM of the Fool's Gold series on the Dingo Doodles channel. With us today, we got Robert Hartley playing Gobby. He's a goblin druid. We got Valen in here from Dead Aussie Gamer. He's playing a 4-claimer Chronomancer. We've got Quincy as Quincy, playing an Artificer half-elf. And then we've got Jeannie D playing Nakrasha, the half-orc barbarian. And last but not least, I skipped one, sorry. We've got Gothy's player playing Miri, a weaver, which is a race from the Fool's Gold campaign setting of half spider people, not Drider,
Not Drider.
a rogue, and then we have Dreaded GM playing Malachi, the vampire blood hunter. Now, our party of heroes counted
Protagonists.
Considering that I've had to continually yes and Necrasha murdering children so far, I think that's a big question mark.
Have defeated the Skull villain by putting him in a hole, and then they sold off his spices for some nice spicy demon blood. Agreed to help. I think her name was Joanne.
Joanne.
Yeah, recollect her lost salad, which has turned out to be something called soul lettuce, growing on the back of ancient four-claimer raptors, mecha-raptors, which we're now about to go encounter.
Nah, I've decided against it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get some ribs instead.
We're gonna stay in the barbecue.
Just gonna have a barbecue.
Party's just like, nah.
We've just discovered there's booze here, so we're gonna call everything else off.
Yep. Well, we're waiting for you on the way back.
We've seen from Dingo Doodle's channel that Felix is capable of running a 3-way split. So how about we challenge him with a 6-way split?
Yeah, that's it. All right, everyone,
I'm gonna
go.
I'm gonna go.
Scatter.
I run to the north.
I run to the northeast.
I run north, then east, then northeast.
All right. So we walk outside of the town of Pyrite until we find the closest tree that's large enough to fit all of our largest companions through. Not looking at you, Necrasha, or anything, but
Just
literally, I'm looking at you. I look at
Necrasha,
you. I look at
stand
the
by
tree.
that tree.
Yeah.
Stand by that tree.
Yeah, you can squeeze through this one. Eventually, I walk over to one of the trees and I get out like a pottle that's like a thick brown paste, and I start to spread it on the tree, and I'm molding it. Everywhere that the paste touches on the bark of the tree, it turns the tree into like a moldable kind of clay, and I'm molding and manipulating it as I'm doing so. I'm trying to turn this tree into a visual semblance of the tree that we were going to. And once it's about right, I'm like, it's about right. I grab the staff of my the thigh bone, and I smack right into the top of the tree, and I just bring it down like I'm undoing a zip. And everywhere that it pushes through the back of this tree and unlocks like a portal that opens up in both sides, and I say, you know the drill, quick! And I step back because I'm not going to be the first one out. I say, Necrasha, go!
I will be the first one out. I will very carefully squeeze through the tree.
We'll send no thoughts, head empty. Run.
Run!
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Just before we jump in, I take my pointed black fingernails and I stab them into my palms, and then the blood starts to seep and go through the fingers, and it starts to turn to lightning and fire in each hand.
Go.
Valen walks past Malachi before he gets in and goes, "That was disgusting," and then walks in.
But natural.
Miri gives
Hey.
Miri gives Gobby a sticker.
That was a great spell. Here you go.
Oh,
Great use of being a druid.
I don't need these stickers. And then I'm really proud secretly that I have a sticker.
Yeah, Malachi looks on with envy.
All right, last one in. Gobby will walk through the tree, and as he brings his staff in behind him, the trees it sort of stitches itself back up again, as if like I was having to hold it open and it was trying to stitch itself back together. As soon as my magic's done, stitches itself back together again.
All right, and with that, you pop out of the other tree. You immediately pop into a small clearing surrounded by thick brush, thick jungles, huge trees all around you, and it's just you 6 by this tree, and ahead of you are 6 ancient mecha-raptors. Now these raptors they look more like skeletons, so they're instead of having a solid body, they kind of have like a rib cage appearance. They have razor blades on their skulls, a razor blade on the, all along their spine, and a machete on the tip of their tail, razor sharp claws on their hands and feet, and glowy purple eyes.
Let's go.
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
Just in mind, I'll ask so we don't all yell it over at once. So, Gabi.
That is a 19 plus 1, 20. Dirty 20.
20. Okay, Valen.
Oh, sorry, was that me?
Yeah, that was you.
Okay, so that is a... Wow, that is a 24.
24. Quincy.
10.
Miri.
9.
Nakrasha.
That's a 4. That's with advantage.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
man.
Malachi.
That is a 19.
Okay. And the counter.
The
It's a
Crusher just
16.
got so psyched from seeing all the dinosaurs that she stopped in her tracks.
Yeah.
It's like hard to rage when I'm so excited. Like I gotta like work it out.
Wrong
I'm not
emotion.
mad, but I am. I'm not mad, but I am.
Yeah. Now, I will give you guys a surprise round because you literally just exploded out of a tree onto these raptors.
Hell's yeah.
And so we're gonna start off by first of all just telling the audience this music you're hearing right now is actually part of the official Fool's Gold soundtrack. It was made just for this.
Woohoo.
Valen, you got the highest roll. You're going first.
All right. So as Valen steps out of the tree and sees the multitude of metallic raptors, Valen immediately slams his palms together, and as he does, he sort of separates them. You watch as these beads of light start to coalesce into these rings, and as he does, he almost starts to twist and shape them like a Rubik's Cube. As the sphere begins to take form, he then claps it together and then stretches it outwards, which engulfs the area around everyone, almost like the interior of a massive clock with gears turning, made of solid pieces of glowing yellow light. I'm going to cast Haste at this, which will give a willing creature within a range until the end of my spell's duration a +2 AC, advantage on dexterity saving throw, and an additional action on each of their turns. For me in particular, I'm going to use this ability on our dear Nakrasha.
Yeah.
As it
Okay,
then...
wait, sorry.
As it then
Plus-
coalesces. Yeah, it's a +2 AC, advantage on dex,
Advantage on dex.
and you get an extra action on each of your turns, which you may only use to make an attack action, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Great, thank you.
Nice.
All right. So that is my action. Then as a move action, I'm going to dodge as Bonk kind of rolls out of the portal and is like on his back, just sort of sort of like tipping from side to side, and that is all.
Nice. The one thing I forgot to mention is that the raptors are all within 20 feet of you. I should have mentioned that.
I will grab Bonk and I will move suddenly 30 foot away.
Priorities, good. Gabi, you're up.
Gobby will reach down into a pouch that he'd already opened up by his belt because he was ready for doing what he's about to do. He grabs a handful of a light greenish kind of a powder that he's developed from growing certain types of mushroom and then desiccating them and then pulverizing them into a powder. He grabs a hand out and he goes, and he just snorts the whole amount, which
Oh dear.
his eyes go green. And the entirety of nature just seems to he's at one with nature all of a sudden, and he can
Is that what you
speak
call
with.
it?
Yeah, that's what he calls it. He can speak with and converse with the plants around him as I cast the 5th level Wrath of Nature. It is a concentration spell for the next minute, and basically choose a point I can see within range, and spirits cause the trees, rocks, and grasses in a 60-foot cube centered on that point, so right in the middle of all of the mecha things. Everything animates to my command. The grasses and undergrowth in that cube covered by grass or undergrowth is difficult terrain only for my enemies. The trees, if any of the enemies within 10 feet of any tree at the start of my turn has to make a dexterity save or take slashing damage from the branches whipping out at them. The roots and vines try to grasp out and restrain my enemies at the one of the creatures per turn I can choose to get restrained by a thingamabob. And then on a bonus action on my turn, I can launch a rock at one of them as well.
Bring the druid into a jungle. It's perfect.
Yep. So I do this as my action. And then as my bonus action, I will first try and do the roots and vines thing. I pick the closest mech bad guy. And he needs to make a strength saving throw. DC 17. I'll become restrained.
At one.
At one. So that the one closest to me is restrained. Can make an athletics check on his turn as an action to blah blah blah. And then I'm going to bonus action launch a rock at him. Make a spell attack. He's restrained, so I have advantage. Wham! That's good. I got a nat 1 or a 3. That's great. So
Wow, great.
let me just check, just in case they have super duper low thingy. That's I've got a +9 though, so a 12. Probably not enough. Yeah. So the rock goes whee, and as it completely misses, I sort of turn to the rock and I go, "Really, dude? Come on." And the rock goes, "Sorry, I got too excited," and then lands like way out of the clearing. And then I'm going to use my movement to move back around the tree that we just came through and like get the hell away from there as much as I can.
Nice. All right. Well, okay, that raptor is restrained, even if none of the other stuff hit, but it's restrained. So that brings us to Malachi next. What would you like to do?
With the sound tempest and flame crackling in the hands of Malachi, he closes his eyes and you can see him focus on something internal. You start to see his breathing become hastened as his shoulders quake with the breathing. And as it does, you start to see hissing and steam coming off his form. Eventually, you start to see his flesh get really loose and almost like a goo. And he starts scraping it off and slopping it on the ground. And it hits the ground with these like pustulant forms of molten flesh. And as this you can see that underneath, you start to see this other form pushing through. The jaw begins to crack as it starts to reset itself, and the face starts to move forward as well. And you see the head of a bat appear. The ears pin back, and these bright red eyes start to bloom from their eyelets. The claws themselves become elongated as well, and so does the forearm and the other forearm and the legs as well. And then these wings start to sprout out, though you can see that they don't quite have the ability to fly. They hang lazily. As this happens, you can see him look over and survey the area, and he looks at the one that's restrained, and he's going to launch forward with a pure savagery, and then start to bring the flame claw down first. All right.
Nice.
Motive.
All right. Well, that will be a 16 to hit.
16 to hit. That hits.
Hells yeah. This is with my flame claw. That'll be 7 slashing damage and 8 fire damage.
Nice.
Oh, I have advantage too. Let's see if I get a crit. I get a crit!
Oh!
Yeah! Okay. So, is it double dice?
But just times 2.
Times 2? Okay, cool. So 14 slashing and did I say 8 for the fire?
Yeah.
So 16 fire. Hell
Nice. Now, you
Not
know,
bad for
as you slash at it, you can feel there's not a lot to slash on its metallic body. It's resistant to that damage. But it still takes, what was it? So it's 7 slashing and 16 fire. Okay.
Hells yeah.
Oh, damn,
As
nice.
that, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, we just wanted to say, which is significant. This thing, like, you definitely like not only surprise this thing, but you rock it.
Hells yeah. So the claw strikes through, leaving shrapnel in its wake, and seeing that opening, I'm going to plunge my Tempest Claw straight into its form. Again, making my extra attack. 15, or that'll be a 25 to hit.
Totally.
Okay, that is 11 slashing and 6 lightning.
Nice. Okay, and so it's like this thing is now just like getting electrocuted. It's being impaled. It's being scratched. It's not doing well, and it's like you can see the energy in it. It has like these kind of glowing purple lines upon closer inspections that go through it. You see them flickering.
Hells yeah.
Damn. So then next up we have, it would be the Raptors, but they're being surprised right now, so they're being skipped, which means we're going to Quincy.
All right, so crashing through the tree, see the situation, watching Malachi go in there. I'm gonna jump, hand goes in the pocket. I'm gonna pull out just kind of a candy, pop a candy in my mouth, and then I'm gonna click my heels, and the wing boots come out. I'm gonna launch up 30 feet in the air, just straight up, just so I kind of like get an overview. And Coco is my cannon is with me, so I am going to. I see the one that Malachi is kind of absolutely wrecking, and I'm gonna find another one kind of like in the vicinity, but not quite close to Malachi. And for my main action, I'm going to Quincy pulls up his sleeve, kind of like rips off the gauntlet, and then his tattoos are charmed, and so I'm gonna kind of like wave my hand over one of them, and then point down to one of the raptors, and then just quick cantrip cast fire bolt at one of them.
Okay. Are you attacking the same one as Malachi or your own?
No, another one.
Okay.
Yeah, my own. I want my own. I'm gonna try to kill him first. That's a 21 to hit.
That definitely hits.
All right, 3d10 is 12.
12, not bad, and it's not resistant to that, so 12 points of damage it takes.
All right, and Coco kind of like we kind of go 2 and 2 with it. As a bonus action, I can have my Eldritch Cannon also make a shot, and it's gonna be a force ballista shot at the same one, and that is 20 for that. That is a 19 to hit.
Definitely hits.
All right, that is. How many d8s is that? That is 3d8. Nope. All right, I'm gonna basically yell to Coco to kind of like attack the other one, and he's gonna just kind of open his mouth and just go fire force bolt one down there, and it's 13 damage, and it pushes them 5 feet away.
Nice, yeah. You definitely send that raptor stumbling, and it's struggling to catch itself from falling, but 5 feet back, it does manage to catch itself.
Nice, and that's it.
Doing significant damage to it. Well, then next up, Miri.
Okay, So we're familiar enough that Miri knows which one of the party members are, which ones are the casters, which ones are going to not be engaging immediately. So that one is Valen. Quincy is already up in the air, and then Gobby, is Gobby in the fray, or does Gobby stand back?
Gobby's standing back, sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
he casts his things, gets the plants to fight for him, and then steps back for a bit.
Okay.
You'd probably also know from being with me for a while that Gobby's usual tactic is to cast something that he can concentrate on, and then go into a wild shape and attack in melee after that.
Okay, so Miri's first action is she uses her web springing ability to basically create what kind of resembles a bit of a badminton net in between 2 large trees that sort of divide the playing field, keeping you guys, the 2 casters, on one side of the badminton net, and then all of the raptors on the other side of the badminton net. So if the raptors try to pass through the web wall, they're going to be taking some difficult terrain.
Nice.
So, Felix, do you know if that counts as like my attack action?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your action,
So
so
then-
you get a move.
Yes, she does, and it's like a badminton net, so there is free movement underneath it for you to like run underneath it if you need to. You're not stuck behind there, but it does stop the raptors from getting through.
Hells
And then she just kind of goes like, "Yeah, there you go," and then after for her movement speed, she's going to use her jump ability and leap about 16 feet into the air just to like find her position in the battlefield elsewhere. And then I think that's all she can do.
Nice. Yeah, Miri certainly has impressive jumping. And then we come to Nakrasha. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I will start with a nice, tasty little rage. Get that going.
Let's go.
And I guess I'm gonna try to hit the one that's real beat up with my great axe.
Okay, go for it.
And for the first hit, I'll do it reckless.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dex.
Though it is
I
restrained,
got
so
a
you
net.
don't need to reckless.
Oh, great. Well, then I don't. But I still get a natural 20.
Let's go.
Oh, nice.
Yes!
It's head off.
Which means lots of things for me too, because I
Yeah.
have the slasher feat and also. Okay, so hang on. Let me figure out what this all means.
So I will tell you right off the bat, this first hit, I don't care what you roll, this thing is so dead.
Oh,
Feel free to,
Yeah.
please.
First blood.
you
Alright,
need to
great.
describe how you're gonna exactly kill this thing.
Yeah, I would like to separate its head from its body with my great axe, just in one
Nice.
quick swipe.
Perfect.
Hells yeah.
Damn. Okay.
How do you know
Separated,
where
you
that
did.
was from?
My power. Well, okay. So once that's so she'll probably look a little disappointed at that point that it was that easy, and turn to the next one. Is there another one that's like close by?
Yeah, you're basically surrounded by them, so you can attack
Great.
any of them. And then there is one that is also fairly beat up from Quincy.
That
Well,
one's
then-
mine.
Okay, I won't hit that one. I'll turn
Smash,
to an undamaged one,
Go for it.
and then I will try to attack that one. That is, oh god, 25 to hit.
You hit. Damn.
I know, like, what? All right, great. And then just rolled a 1 on my d12, so that's 6, 7, it's 9 damage.
9 damage. Oh, that's
And then-
slashing, right?
Yes, slashing. And then because I'm hasted, I get 1 more.
Yes.
Go for it.
Nice.
So that is a 21,
That's gonna hit.
and that's 13.
15 points of damage.
Yes.
Solid.
And then
Math.
I don't think this will probably come up, but part of my slasher feat is that if I hit a creature, I can reduce its speed by 10 feet until the beginning of my next turn. So I'll do that.
Oh, no, that would definitely come up. Okay.
Oh, great.
Hells yeah.
That's 10 feet less
Ooh.
movement.
Okay, Necrasha
Massive.
just comes in swinging and cleaving. And, I mean, these things are machines, so I don't think they can be intimidated, but they definitely realize, oh, the main threat, that one. All right, well, then we're back to Valen.
All right. So, having pulled to the back line, Valen sort of begins preparations. I'm going to. So there are 5 more of these robots.
Yes.
4 excluding the one that belongs to Quincy.
Yeah, 4 you're allowed to target.
Okay. Ooh, actually, you know what? Here's a good idea. So Quincy, who I have worked with for many, many years, Coco uses a fire breath type thing, right?
He can, yeah, he can.
Okay, so what I want to
Currently
do...
ballista though, right?
Yeah, okay.
It's
so,
a ballista. So
okay.
there's 3 versions of the cannon, but this is the ballista version.
Okay, so here's what I want to do. I would like to basically create, using a fireball. Not so much a... I don't want to necessarily impact everyone. I want to sort of hit as many of them as I possibly can. But the idea behind it is I want to actually make a vacuum by burning away the oxygen in the area through the fireball, so that when Quincy uses his attack, I want it to basically just like rather than being a single target, I want it to sort of fill the area with the oxygen as it rushes back in to fill that void. So I want to time it just before he uses the Coco.
So basically, you're gonna hold until Quincy's turn.
Well, already in action. I mean, yeah. If I can hold, I'll hold. But otherwise, I'll ready.
Oh, ready the action. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, we're gonna see how that plays out.
Look, it might not work, but I'm trying to science because I'm a foreclaimer, and we're all
Like, in your head-
sciencey.
in your mind, you're trying to like vacuum them all kind of together.
It's like a backdraft, basically creating a burn off,
Okay.
and then as soon as you pop yours, it's just a stream that follows it.
Oh.
Hells yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, it might not work, and I'm okay with that. And that's the important thing. I'm okay with that. Either way, I'm gonna cast Fireball. Is the short. Wizard casts Fireball. Very creative. Yeah, I'm master of time and space. What do? Fireball.
Fireball.
The most elaborate explanation of fireball.
Yes, exactly. Also, Bonk sits down. He has been distracted by a small beetle, who he is now trying to headbutt. It is a rhinoceros beetle, but despite it being a rhinoceros beetle, Bonk is not winning.
Oh, sweet.
I'm just picturing, you just see Bonk and he's like nuzzling at a beetle, and suddenly you see Bonk being flipped over.
Yes! Wham!
Love that.
All right. Well, then we're going to Gobby next, right?
Alrighty. In that case, Gobby will. So many things you can do at level 12.
Yeah, there's so much stuff.
So fun.
Especially when we're using a house rule of like you've got all druid spells prepared at all times. I'm like, there's so many druid spells.
You got the spell book.
So I will. I think I'll run in there and smash some things. No, I won't. Is anybody? We've got Necrasher in the fray, right?
Yep.
Malachi is up in the fray as well.
These creatures, when they were biting, they didn't seem to be like grappling crocodile. Like they don't latch on and hold or anything.
They haven't bitten yet. They were surprised.
They're in a surprise round.
Oh,
Their
there was a
attack is
surprise
coming up.
round. That's
Yeah,
right.
they still don't know what hit him.
Yeah, I was like, I can't remember you describing what they did, so I couldn't remember if they were grappling.
They are covered in blades all over their body, but they all
Yeah.
definitely have razor sharp teeth.
Yeah. Well, at the start of my turn, without me having to actually remember what's happening, at the start of my turn, any of them that are within 10 feet of a tree. Given that we're in a dense jungle, hopefully that's all of them, but there might be a few that's in the clearing. What was it called? Nature. I accidentally closed the tab. They have to make dexterity saves. Let me double check that. Any within 10 feet of a tree must succeed on a dexterity saving throw DC 17 or take 4d6 slashing damage.
Okay, I'll roll for them. There's 2 of them right near that tree.
Awesome.
One fails?
It's any tree within that 60-foot cube. So if
One
if any
fails,
of
one
them would-
succeeds.
Something so funny about just being in the proximity of the tree and the tree just going and just smacking them upside the
Yeah.
head when they're not looking.
So, any that are within 10 feet of a tree that fail their save takes 2, 4, plus 3, 7. 7 points of slashing damage, halved because they're resistant, right?
Yep.
Then, as a bonus action, I will launch a rocket at one of them. The one that was there was a one that was restrained, wasn't it, before?
I think the restrained one is dead.
Yeah, that one was decapitated.
So they're all ready
so
now.
I'll just launch it at the next one that's not dead. 3 again. So the same rock as before. I say, come on, redeem yourself. And he goes, I got this time, whee! And he same arc as before. It's like watching somebody playing volleyball. And I'm like, dude, you need to. They're not that tall. And he goes, I'm sorry, I'm so excited. And then as my action, I will transform. I will get out a piece of jerky from one of my pouches, and the jerky was made from a. I'm just gonna grab a monster at random because I don't have enough time to work out all of the different animals I can be. So it's hyena jerky, and I turn myself into a giant hyena.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna use the hyena's movement of 50 feet to just run at one of them. I'm gonna run at one, and I'm gonna try and like slide underneath the badminton net so that I'm on the other side of with
Okay,
them.
good.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, how giant are we talking here?
It is considered a large beast.
Okay, it's pretty big.
If needed, I can jump over the net because I've got 50 feet movement and a decent strength, so I could probably jump.
Either
over
way,
if
you can
that's
clear the
easier.
net, no problem.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. And I guess you can't attack.
No, that was my action to
Right.
turn, my bonus to throw a rock, and at the end of my turn, the Wrath of Nature continues, and at the end of my turn, Roots and Vines, so I can choose one creature of my choice to succeed on a Strength saving throw or become restrained. I'll go for the one that I just ran over to.
Okay. And that one fails.
Awesome. So he is also restrained by roots and vines.
Sure. Let's say that's the one that was close to the tree and got slapped.
Cool.
Cool. Malachi.
All right. Standing over the wreckage, which was my intended kill, I look up to see the hyena slide underneath the net and then over to where Necrusha is. And you're going to see a flash of fang and claw as I make my way over to Necrusha's current target with incredible speeds, bringing down my first claw. And as I do, I'm going to say,
"Nice kill, Steel. Can we play a little game? Let's see who can wreck the most."
I'm going to swing my claw down with my flaming claw with a 19.
19 hits.
Yes. Okay, cool. That'll be 10 slashing and 1 fire. And then I will bring down my lightning claw as well as I bring it up.
What say you, Necrusha? Shall we play kill count?
I am always playing kill count.
That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
That'll be a 9 slashing and a 1 lightning. And then I'm going to use my predatory strikes, which allows me to make one more attack as a bonus action when I make an attack with my claw. And that will be another fire one, which will be a 15. I'm gonna use lucky. 22.
That hits.
That'll be 13 slashing and a 6 fire. So you just see like fire and lightning as they just try to tear into this creature next to Necrusha.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, you do once again significant damage to it, but it is still standing, and now its attention is on you. As it is their turn. And this one, let me double check here. Perfect.
It was good try, Malachi.
Wait.
Just don't touch mine.
What's
Okay.
the word when
Don't patronize me.
Malachi, what's your AC?
15.
15? Okay, you get hit twice. As
Hells
it
yeah.
swings its tail around, slashing you with the machete for a nat 20, and then
How much damage is
biting
that,
you. It rolled a nat 20, it didn't do the damage yet.
Okay.
And it also bites you successfully. And it deals you.
You can force him to reroll with lucky if you really don't want to crit.
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
I want my lucky points
I
from
was-
me.
I was gonna say
Points of damage.
How much is it, sorry?
21 points of slashing damage.
Okay, sweet.
So stay in the air, Quincy. Stay in the air.
Okay, that one. Then
however,
one on.
May
Yeah.
I might actually do something. I know, actually, no, it's already been established. I'll save it. It's fine. Keep going.
Don't worry, another one's gonna attack you soon. But
Okay.
one's gonna go on Necrusha right now.
Okay.
And attacks Necrusha for. That's probably gonna be a miss at 11.
No, I would like to use my
And-
Sentinel.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use my reaction to make an attack against that one because it attacked someone that wasn't me.
Go for it.
Sick. I'll use my lightning. 28. Actually, no, I'll use my fire. 28.
Yeah.
That'll be 10 slashing and 4 fire.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And with its second attack of the machete, gets also a nat 20 on Necrusha.
Oh, so as that one does that, I'm gonna, as a reaction, basically just twist my palm, and as I do, I'm gonna cast Temporal Shunt. He needs to make a Wisdom save or be removed from time and space.
Oh, is that all?
For 1 round.
Wait, how is this level 12? Wait.
Look, I do one thing, and I do one thing well, okay?
This is why chronomancers are dangerous. It got a 12.
That is a failure. So,
Hells
basically, as he does
So
so,
great.
he basically rewinds what looks to be kind of like this circular dial that has been upgraded or implanted in the palm of his hand. And as he sort of twists it, the dinosaur suddenly finds itself being thrust backwards into the past as like the forest itself starts to shrink and grow and shrink and grow. The ruins around it start to sort of become more whole. I'm going to send it back like 2,000 years for the next 6 seconds. It'll come back at the start of its next turn.
Okay. So then, Nakrasha, you're already kind of tensing up as you see this thing about to land a really cheap shot on you that's going to hurt absolutely horribly, and then just disappears.
Oh.
Whoa.
Thank you.
So
You're
concerned.
welcome. I can't have you dying. It is harder to walk through the forest with you dead.
I will not die. I am so far from dead.
I can bring it back if you like.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
All right. Then I got
Mr.
2 more
Fairy, that
raptors.
thing.
We got 2 more raptors. One goes after Malachite. The other goes after Nakrasha. They both miss with their tails. However, both got a 21 to hit you with their bite.
That hits.
Okay, good. And they... Okay. Malachite, it deals you...
Oh. I have a cloak of displacement. So I don't want to be making attacks at disadvantage. That's fine for now because I took the damage. So, but I'm playing forward. They have disadvantage after it on the start of my turn. I forgot about that. That's my bad.
Sounds good. Next time. But anyways, it deals you 10 points of slashing damage.
10 slashing.
And Nakrasha, you get hit for 13 points of slashing damage.
And then halved.
Sorry, it's piercing from its teeth.
So wait, when you have it, do you roll it down, round it down? So that's 6?
Yeah, you round it down. So this will be 6 if you have resistance to it.
Got it. I have resistance to everything but psychic. So.
Yeah, I have resistance as well.
Nice.
Perfect.
We hide behind
You've essentially got like 200 hit points or something. Haven't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
That is... There's 1, 2... Oh, there's one more raptor. Crap, I forgot about the one that Quincy's fighting. Okay. It's going to try to jump for you. Good luck.
30
but-
feet in the air.
I know. Good luck, but it's going to try.
It's an overachiever.
Okay. I'm going to give it a penalty
as
on...
well.
I'm going to give it a penalty on its own dice roll. It will take the attack of opportunity if you're beside it. That's fine. But what it's going to try to do is actually charge at a tree and run up it to get at Quincy.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Clever girl.
Ooh, clever girl.
Clever girl.
Oh, beat me to it.
So, do you want to take the attack of opportunity?
Who's
It was beside you, or
wait, who's it next to?
I think you said it was, right?
I
Beside you?
said that there is one beside me as well. I don't know if it's the same one. It's attacking
Oh, sorry, I misheard. When you
the one
attacked...
the one that's next to me is restrained in the vines.
Yeah. Okay. No, it would be a different one. So it's not the restrained one. Never mind the attack of opportunity. Anyways, it runs up the tree to try to get at Quincy. It does the run, but can it do the jump? I'm gonna give it disadvantage on that. Okay. It barely would reach Quincy, but I'm only gonna give it a single
Fair.
tail attack with disadvantage if it tries to land that hit. Ooh.
Oh, I got a low AC.
No,
Let's
no.
go, girl. Let's try.
Yeah. No,
Blue.
it comes threateningly close to you with its like machete tail, but it does miss you and just
feel
falls
the
back
wind.
down and lands on its feet.
You feel it graze past you.
Yeah, I just feel that wind. And Quincy, it's your turn.
Cut 3 inches off my ponytail.
Yeah.
The one next to me doesn't want to attack me.
I screwed up and had it attack Nakrasha instead, so
Oh, gotcha.
you get a freebie this time.
Nice. All right. Well,
Nakrasha's probably like, oh, I'm more of a threat than a giant hyena. That's good. That's good. That's good to know.
Of course I am.
okay. So,
Hyena cannot wield axe.
Okay,
so that counts as an
be
action,
amazing
though.
sight.
Okay, I have to order this properly. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to take Coco. and I want to fly. I'll fly about maybe 10 feet lower, so I'm 20 feet above the ground. But the one that tried to bite me, and as it's falling, I want Coco. I want Coco to shoot it first as it's like falling, and try to like push it farther down into the ground. So like as it's landed, and just kind of like force it more deeper into the earth. And so shoot for that. It will be that is a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Okay.
Barely.
And that will be 3. So the damage for the force damage on that would be 13.
All right.
And the Coco firing is a bonus move. And so for my action, what I want him to do is I can command it to detonate. So I want Coco to basically try to body slam himself into the raptor and then detonate inside of it. Because it's like your cage are open.
Explodes into pieces and it dies.
Coco, play dead.
Absolutely shatters into metal shrapnel, and there's nothing much left.
That's one for me. Then I'll pass.
Unfortunately, we'll see later how the soul lettuce survived that was growing on it.
Oh, wait a minute to beginning of the soul lettuce.
Technically, that's not wilted.
It's sautéed. It's been sautéed.
That's
I was literally like this close to casting blight before I remembered. That is literally a wilting spell.
Yep.
I was like, no, that's the exact opposite. It won't hurt the mechanical beasts at all, but it'll kill the thing that we're trying to save.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Valen holding a fireball for this moment?
No, was I? What? Yeah.
Let's
Yes, that was true. Look, one is okay. Okay, he's currently 2,500 years ago. He's aging to perfection.
A senior moment.
Yeah, I'm having a senior moment. That's it. All right, yeah, I'm gonna fireball the well, there should be 2 now, right? Because one's back in time, and the other 2, one next to Nakrasha and one next to Malachi. Can I hit them both?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. So as the attack from Quincy sort of erupts and one of these creatures explodes, there's a moment where the flames sort of dim down and the smoke begins to create these embers, which I then time to ignite those embers and fill that gap to just explode these delicious salads into oblivion.
Suddenly everybody remembers the quest.
That was it.
Curse mind low initiative.
Yeah. You know what? To be honest, I was just excited to fireball something.
Just want to beat something up.
That was a Michael moment.
Valen
Okay.
is about to invent a new kind of salad.
All right. So he needs to make a reflex save.
Fails.
Do we have to make saves, or do we?
I would try and avoid them if possible.
Yeah, how he aims it, but if you aim to avoid them, it should be okay.
Okay.
You're gonna light up a lot of the surrounding forest, though. Your resident druid might have a problem with you.
What's new?
Okay.
All right. So that is 46 points of damage of the fiery variety.
Yup.
Whoa.
That's a spicy meatball. Or
That is a
fireball.
spicy meatball.
It's a spicy meatball.
That thing
Oh,
just
okay.
explodes. And the one that was back in time would not be back yet, so that one can explode. So it would be this other one, which means so you take out 2 of them, which just eviscerate, they just explode, leaving behind only the one that Quincy was attacking. Wait, no, Quincy killed that one, which means leaves 1 behind and 1 that's back in time. I think I got that right. One has too many raptors. One is entangled, 1 is back in time. There we go. Now I've got it.
Nearly 6.
How much
Oh,
soul is
boy.
left there? Is my question.
We'll bring like a handful of salad left, and that's it.
Just come with a
One
few
bite.
leaves. It's just like,
All right. Yeah. So there's
those already.
All right, so there is this massive explosion. There's just this glowing light that just emanates from the central area, and as it does so, basically just Valen and Bonk sort of like look at each other. The wind sort of blows his white hair backwards. He then stops, and Valen looks at Bonk, and Bonk's got a strip of salad still like sort of tucked in his mouth. As Valen looks down, he goes, "Oh, unfortunate."
Miri.
Yeah, I would say that Miri is also standing in the periphery of the fireball, just that wave of heat washing over her as she sort of looks at the other guys and says,
Guys, I think actually our objective was to get the salad, the very, very flammable salad, and take it back to the barbecue.
I thought we were supposed to kill stuff.
I thought we were supposed to kill stuff. We're really good at killing stuff.
Very good at it.
It was clearly more efficient to barbecue the salad while it was here.
For the orphans!
For the orphans!
For the tiny infants with dead parents.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know what I expected. Okay, let's go. Just someone keep an eye on the one that got time poofed. We'll capture that one.
Oh, that time so much. Time.
Okay, so we have one raptor that is
There's only one
ensnared.
entangled raptor in front of Gabi.
Okay. Okay, so can I see its power crystal?
Yes.
Okay. Miri is going to rush into it, and since it's restrained, she's going to try and... Can I use a sleight of hand to remove the crystal? Maybe using my dagger as a way to pop it out?
You can try.
Okay. So Miri will bounce forward, and she uses her bracers of flying daggers to pull like 2 daggers out, like ghostly images and after effects that appear into her hands. And she is going to attempt to basically just like jab those 2 daggers into where the crystal is slotted in, and see if she can forcefully pop it out. So what kind of
Attack.
roll would that be?
Well, you
An
just,
attack?
just do a normal attack for now.
Can I use my sneak attack?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think this can help me because I rolled a 4 on the die. Wait. hang on a
Well,
second.
you do get advantage with sneak attack.
Ooh. Well, 11. 11 plus 8, 19.
You hit.
Yay. And you want me to
Okay.
roll damage or?
What I'm gonna get you to roll now is I want you to roll a sleight of hand.
Oh boy. One of the pillars of being a rogue. Where is it on my damn sheet? Who wants to guess what isn't on my list of skills I'm proficient with?
In that case, it is just your dexterity modifier, pretty much.
Okay. Oh, 19 on the die. Nice. So that is a 24.
Nice. Okay. You lever this crystal out of its socket and pretty much disable that raptor, which slumps to the ground and just kind of lays there powerless. And you have the soul crystal in your hand. And you can see that it is starting to kind of like well, how would I describe that? It pulsates with glow. Like it has a pulsating glow to it of purple.
Ooh, kind of bad feels there.
Feels a bit
I'll trade
kinky.
you some spice for it.
Kind of spooky.
All right. That's Miri. Nakrasha. Technically, you gotta wait on the
also-
one that's coming back from time.
Yeah.
Was there?
Yeah,
was there
maybe
an
what were you gonna
also?
say?
Sorry.
Just that she'd probably disengage again as she has like a bonus action to do that as a rogue.
I mean, you don't have to because you can just walk now because there's
Okay.
no raptor. There's one that's disabled and there's one that we now are waiting on. So, Nakrasha, if you like, I can just say we can just say you wait until it comes back. That's fine.
Yeah, I would just hold my
Okay.
attack until it
Poised
might
and ready where
It's like
it
the
Just kind of
70s
ready
Naval
there.
Battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And right where it stood, it pops back into existence and you're ready to go.
Great. I will try to hit it. I'll do a reckless attack.
Go for it.
That would be 27 to hit.
Holy crap! Yeah, you hit it.
Does that hit?
Maybe.
Great.
I like to
That's-
imagine Necrasha was just holding like a baseball stance there, like just swinging
Just
on its
ready.
general position.
That is 13 damage.
Nice.
And then, can I do all 3 of mine, even though I was holding it?
Oh yeah. Go for it.
Great. Okay, that's a 15 to hit.
That one actually hits.
Ooh, great.
It's the lowest it can be.
That's another 12 damage.
Nice.
And for the final hit, that's another 27 to hit.
Let's go.
Uh,
Go.
and that is another 12 damage.
All right. 20. Okay, this you put some seriously deep chunks, like gashes into it, and take chunks out of its metal carapace. But it is still barely standing.
I am going to put my axe down and say, Malachi is yours.
Well, thank you, Mecha-raptors.
I look like a lichen as well, of a werebat that's just like, it's very comedic.
You shouldn't have.
All right. Well, it goes
amazing.
back to the top of the order. Valen, do you want to do anything right now?
Lament. Is that an action to just sit there and be like, Okay. What condition are the vegetables in?
I think you fried or exploded about half of them.
Okay.
So that
Can that
leaves
still be
about
tasty?
3.
Okay, so there are 3 reasonably good ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can see that this soul lettuce, it looks kind of like a head of lettuce, but it's kind of wispy, like it moves. And it's definitely like as you kill these raptors, you can see this soul lettuce is thriving.
Oh,
Oh.
We also have an extra crystal right here. We can maybe use it as like a pot. But it's
Where's the
taking up-
chicken?
Ooh.
I've
I mean,
put it, like
as
under
a-
one arm and I keep
So hang on.
kicking
This-
every
hang on,
time
hang on,
I
hang on.
need it
This
back.
entire encounter, you've had this chicken under the arm.
Yeah, like a football.
Chicken is
Yeah,
not having a
Well,
great
yeah,
time.
we've had a chicken this whole time.
Yeah.
The chicken is just freaking out, just as he
That's
tries to
go.
go around the battle.
I
Alright.
realized when we got to the end, I was like, oh, I still have that chicken. I was like, okay, I've got a plan for it. So
This chicken is
stay tuned.
freaking out. Like, as
It is freaking. Well, you know what? I'm gonna give it a will save. It got a 2 on the die. It is
Modify- no.
panicking.
modify the chicken's memory.
I have a plan for you, chicken.
You have no idea why you're here, chicken. Okay, so I've got a question for the GM.
Sure.
As a four-claimer, my species upgrades themselves through bodily mutations and powers themselves by solar crystals. Is there a difference between the type of solar crystal used in, say, a giant mechanical raptor and the power crystal used in me? And is there any kind of thing that might happen if I were to... yeah.
Incompatible.
Incompatible, fine.
Yeah, there are different types of
Double
crystals,
A's.
and you can't.
I'm on double A's. It's fine. I get
Different port. Yeah, you're trying to stick a USB
Yeah, they got
to and
they got D batteries. Sorry.
it. Okay, fair enough. All right. So what I'm going to do with my action is I'm going to say, okay, now I'm going to look at my hand, which again is still filled with like twists and dials, like very clockwork in nature. I'm going to turn everything down a bit. Just because I realized what I was doing. And what I want to do is I want to, once again, start to manufacture, this time, another orb of glowing light. And then I want to sort of shape it and twist it until it creates the image of one of these raptors, as I use momentary stasis to create a chronal field around the raptor that hasn't teleported back, because he's still gone.
He's back.
Oh, is he back?
Necrasha attacked
he's
it.
Yeah,
back.
Necrasha,
Yeah.
Necrasha just Necrashed
We just
it.
had like
Oh,
a
you
brief
Necrasha.
timeout.
Okay, yeah, okay,
And
well-
he
We all
came
kind of waited.
And I was
We all,
like,
we all just sort of waited a turn while he came back.
All right. Well, in which case that poor dude will spend the next few seconds making a Constitution saving throw to avoid being incapacitated. by a stasis field.
Okay.
Well done.
It got a 16.
Very well. That is a failure. So he is incapacitated, and its movement speed is effectively 0.
This poor raptor. Oh my god. All right.
They were just chilling out, and then we showed up. We
Oh,
ruined their day.
oh, and because he's sorry. So how close is the other raptor to him?
In my list, we've got.
Like in terms of distance.
I think there's only one raptor left now.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just him? Okay.
It's just the
there's-
one. Yeah.
Okay. So
there was one raptor that had the crystal removed, so he's
yeah,
still
that's right.
technically
That's right.
there,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not
Okay.
dead.
So Bonk is going to follow a butterfly and just sort of chase it as the butterfly lands like on like the nose of this raptor. Bonk's going to be there and like sort of look up at the raptor and then look at Nakrasha and then look at the raptor as in help. And it's like
gosh.
yeah.
All right. Hyena turn.
Is this raptor that is left within 10 feet of a tree?
Yep.
Dexterity saving throw, please, as the tree whips out to try and smash him for 9, 13, 16 points of slashing.
That's a fail.
16 points of slashing, then, as the tree whips out. Also, Malachi, are you within 10 feet of a tree?
Yes.
Can you make a
I would say
dexterity
so.
saving throw, please?
Yes. I do have advantage on it as well. I'm fairly certain. Do I though? Let me double check. No, I don't. But I do get a +5, which is nice, which I think is automatically added. Hopefully. Oh boy. I got a I got a 17.
Oh, 17 is what you
Natural
needed.
4. Oh,
So the-
really? Hell yeah.
As you run towards the raptor that Nakrash has just opened up to you, the hyena rushes in as well, and the trees whip out to try and stop you. And then the hyena sort of shoulder barges you to the side and runs over to that raptor. And I'm going to take an attack at it as I try and kill steal.
Perfect. I know.
Hey, nat 20! Yes.
There.
Temporal shunt. No.
Oh, and 2 6s on the d6s. So 6, 12, 17, 19, 19 plus 3. That's 22 points of piercing damage from the bite of the giant hyena.
Okay. Where exactly are you biting it?
Right across sort of the nape of the neck, right behind the lettuce and where it meets the body, the metallic body.
Sounds good. You take 6 points of slashing damage as its back is lined with razor blades. However, you bite its neck clear off and you decapitate it. It is dead.
Nice. And then
Hyena!
I look around. I look around and I go. And then I telepathically communicate with the rock and I say, "Come on, dude, last chance. Here we go." And with my bonus action, I'm gonna loose a rock at Malachi. Malachi, oh no, it's a spell attack. Here we go. 17 plus 9. 26 to hit.
26 to hit. That hits.
The rock goes, okay, tag me in, coach. I got this time. I swear it. And I say, that guy, all right? And he goes, all right. Whee! And he hits you for 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
Oh, and also you must succeed on a strength save or fall prone.
I do have advantage on this one, but let's find out. Okay, 20.
All right, you don't fall prone, but he just smack you in the face. And
You stoned me! Why did you stone me?
and then I reach down and I pick up the lettuce head in my mouth.
All is fair in love and kill count.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, time for you to serve your purpose.
I'm gonna look at the chicken as it looks back at me with its black eyes.
Who?
Bleeding eyes.
I didn't see this before. You are by far one of the most evil creatures I've ever met.
It's a chicken.
Swear your foul tree to me,
Yeah.
and I will make you a vampire.
GM.
Vampire chicken.
GM. I would like to turn this chicken into a vampire chicken.
Now, here's the question. Are you asking it? Because if so, I will roll a 50% chance for it to agree or disagree.
I would like to use my charm first then.
And Malachi, remember how you were or Dreaded, remember how you were critiquing about accidentally creating the big bad?
Yeah.
to me?
Chicken in Scoville.
As someone who plays D&D with Felix, I should warn you.
Vampire chicken, no.
No, this is fine. This is fine.
It's
So with
fine,
the
I'm just
charm-
telling you.
With the charm on top of it, I mean, this is not going to succeed to save. Okay, did it want to agree? It didn't want to agree, but now it's agreed. Okay.
Count Clockula.
You will
Oh god.
wield powers far more than any other mortal. You swear Valtteri to me, which is a pun for fealty.
Do it,
Very
chicken.
well.
Do it. You won't regret it.
Oh, that's brutal.
Nice.
Disgusting.
So the chicken will go to 0 hit points and die. If my understanding is correct, does that send everything into bloom there in the area of the sacrifice?
Yep. Everything into bloom. The soul lettuce seems to be doing very well now.
And then we have a vampire chicken.
And you have a vampire chicken.
I will gather the
You'll
produce.
have like some couple fangs coming out of its beak, and maybe like, let's say it was a black feathered chicken, or if it wasn't, it is now.
It is
with
now,
some
yeah.
red streaks in there.
I maybe this coins the term in the world rare as hen's teeth, because now it actually has teeth.
So is it Count Clockula now, or like?
Find out.
Well, you made it. You should name it.
Just picturing like this campaign banner, Return of Cluckula.
Well, it is Halloween. You know what I mean? Like, just saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it either up to the GM or you
Oh,
people
no,
at
no,
home
no.
who are watching. Let's maybe get a poll in the chat to see what the best name is. Throw them out there, and then we'll get the mods to make a list, and we'll vote on it. Because
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's
I
what
don't think we can
Oh.
possibly beat Cluckula. I think that's
yeah, Cluckula
Feels
is
pretty
like
top.
pretty tops.
Yeah. Well, with all that happening, you were so distracted by the magnificent Cluckula that you weren't paying attention to the glowing gem in Miri's hand, which has been pulsating faster and faster, and now that you look down at it, has formed quite a few cracks and then shatters, releasing every single soul of every single creature it has ever slain. So you are suddenly surrounded by a lot of ghosts. By
Oh no.
38 ghosts of assorted creatures. Some villagers too.
Oh, spider tits.
So, Nakrasha?
So sorry. Can I petition for Miri to get an inspiration from that? Like that was.
That's gonna be an inspiration, yeah. Miri, you get inspiration for that one.
Great.
Oh.
Thank you, Dreaded. That was the reaction I was hoping for.
Nakrasha takes off running. She immediately abandons everyone. She is out of there.
Wait.
Does she run into the net?
No, it's fine. I immediately as Nakrasha tries.
Slide herself.
As Nakrasha is running, just as she's about to hit the net, I'm gonna turn off haste. When the spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until its next turn.
So Nakrasha's frozen in fear now?
No. I'll do it as she hits the web, so she can't dodge it.
So Nakrasha's like
We just
stuck in the
sandbag
web
each other.
with ghosts all around?
My hyena tail has gone right between my legs in sort of in a sense of, oh shit, I shouldn't have smacked my friend in the face with a rock.
Look, Valen is just dropping the spell. Michael is being a shit. So I mean, like, this is. But looking around, obviously knowing the four claimers have used this technology before, do we know if they can? Let's start with: can they interact with the world, or are they simply lost souls or spirits?
They're lost souls. Actually, you can see some of them are missing parts of them, like they've been half consumed, turned into energy by the raptor. But you can actually see that those ghosts are actually starting to dissipate slowly. Now, there's still the moment of panic where they were just right there, but they're being absorbed into the soul lettuces.
Excellent.
To the soul lettuces.
Cool. I'll start, like, because I imagine I've picked up a couple. I'm gonna start, like, sort of walking towards them and just sort of using them like vacuum cleaners, like just sort of like like just trying to suck up as many of these guys as I can with, like, the different lettuce.
I'm gonna move up to Gobby and say to his hyena form,
I would be lion if I wouldn't say I'm mad about that, but I'm not going to carry on a grudge.
I don't get it.
So while these souls are starting to be absorbed and stuff, is there anything Nokrasha wants to do?
After the, like, round passes and she is able to move again, if she, like, notices that they're being kind of, like, shop vacked up, she'll probably, like, brush herself off and kind of pretend like she wasn't gonna run.
Just totally wanted to run into that web.
I was checking this web. Must it still be here? I was checking on it.
Oh, sorry, I can take it down if it's in your way.
Oh no, it is not in my way. I was not going anywhere.
Okay, because it did look like it stopped you. So
no, I will no.
Do the other crystals do that? Are the other crystals, like, still in the bodies of the raptors?
Yes, the other crystals, you also hear that crackling.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So there's 5 more about to happen.
Oh.
Valen, pass me
Why
a
don't I just
lettuce.
take down this net right now and I'll just.
I want to use my wing boots and kind of, like, go around with, like, the lettuce.
Little crop duster filled with lettuce.
I will check perimeter while you do this. I will check around.
As Nokrasha, like, steps out to check the perimeter behind you, you can just hear, like, the souls of the damned screaming as they all come out of the crystals. And briefly, you're surrounded by 150 souls. You guys, at least. There's a little convention happening that are all slowly dissipating and being absorbed.
I definitely don't have enough stickers for this.
Into the lettuce.
Social distancing!
Little convention happening. Some of the souls start setting up stalls. Soul stalls. One of them are signing papers. I'm gonna walk over with my lettuce in my hyena mouth and just, like, go and stand right by one of the things so that it explodes and, like, hits the lettuce immediately.
I'm very proud of us.
Just back up against a tree, like, just out of sight, like, deep breathing.
Seeing you do that, Bonk has sort of walked over and has sort of, like, just put his head on your lap.
He, like, looks around to see if anyone can see and then pets his little head.
Aww.
Yay!
He slowly falls asleep.
I'm very proud of us not making a Ghostbusters joke. So we've
Well, now
done
we
well
have
there.
Well,
Sorry.
I after the souls are absorbed, I drop the hyena form, and the lettuce falls into my lap, and I say,
So, we have got quite a long distance to travel, because I can only do that tree thing once a day.
Oh, wait, what?
So we have to walk back to the place now. It's about an hour in that direction.
Oh,
good.
Okay.
I still got 12 hours.
I mean, if
A
you want,
flight.
I can do the whole thing.
Quincy
Okay,
just
bye, Quincy.
Take me with you.
lettuces, you bastard.
Amazing.
The rest of you, if you want, I can do the usual ape thing where I grab a few of you on my back and then we swing through the trees.
No, thank you. I will. I'll basically touch one of the raptors, and as I would like to, what I would like to try and do is, I mean, this is just flavor-wise. I'm gonna use summon construct, so I'm gonna rewind time, as it were, to when the construct was, functional and stuff like that, and transform it into a mount that I'm gonna ride for 1 hour back to town.
So you're reshaping it into a new creature?
Yeah, it's a new creature, but flavor-wise, I'm chronomancing by summon spell.
Sure. Okay. You do that. So there's a mount available now.
Hell.
And
GM, do I have to bury Cluckula here, or do I have time to pick a spot to plant Cluckula?
We can't come back with us.
That's what I'm wondering. Do they have to be buried straight away once they're being changed or vampired?
You know what? For the sake of this universe being what it is, Cluckula is already in its full glory right now.
Let's go.
Oh, yes.
It just works differently for chickens in
It
the
does.
canon.
Yeah, it gets faster.
A little faster.
So
yeah.
So
They
would it be?
take to it really well.
So
then
I have a
can I-
question. I have a question for you,
Okay.
Dread. Would it be in poor taste to make vampire chicken steaks?
Hey,
Vampire
I would
chicken
be down.
wings.
I'm gonna look to. I'm saying Cluckula because I'm not sure if we've settled on that or not. I like
For
it,
now.
but yeah, for now it's Cluckula.
All right, little one. You're going to experience something very cool. You're going to try and think of either a bat or mist. And when you do, you'll find yourself transformed into it, giving yourself the power of flight. Something that you may not have experienced before.
Then I'm gonna boop the beak. And then I'm going to turn into mist and start to drift off with the winds. And then hopefully Cluckula will do the same.
I rolled extremely low. So I think Cluckula lays a black egg.
I pick it up. I place it in my component pouch.
That is some powerful components right
Taking the
there.
percentage.
I'm just hoping it's just like one of those century chicken eggs. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was picturing a void
that's
egg
not-
from Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Jeez.
I'll give it to Sebastian.
I was gonna say.
The votes are in, by the way. Scrappy the Goblin has just sent me a message from Beyond the Ether.
Hells
Count
yeah.
Cluckula is in as the
Cluckula.
official name. Count
I
Cluckula.
love it. Count Cluckula. Love it so
Nice.
much. I'm so happy.
Count
So
Cluckula.
Count Cluckula has to walk at this point?
Yep.
Yep.
Or he could turn into a bat, weirdly enough.
The count
I'm
can
rolling
ride
percentiles.
on my shoulder.
Yeah.
I have room for the count.
You know, as a fun piece of trivia, black chickens are actually quite a delicacy. A rare type of fowl that is actually quite soft in meat.
It's true.
I don't think you should eat undead meat. I think that's deadly.
Yeah, it does not work out well for you. I tried it once. Ugh, never again.
It's at least probably kind of mealy, I think.
Well, technically, if you kill an undead thing, it's like twice dead. So
Double
it's like twice fried.
It tastes like it too.
Twice dead chicken. Real
So-
delicacy.
I just rolled, and good news is, Nakrasha, Count Cluckula has decided not to bite you in the neck. So you're okay.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
It is because
It
we
knows
have
better.
a mutual respect as deadly creatures.
Mhm.
The deadliest.
And with that, with Count Cluckula in tow, you make your way back to Pyrite to deliver the soul lettuces. Oh, all right.
We did it.
Yeah.
Did it. So, about an hour or so of walking later, you guys kind of recouped a little bit. You arrive back at the gates of Pyrite. And there, at the entrance, little old orc lady is waiting for her heroes to arrive.
Joanne, if it's not too disrespectful for me to say, Joanne, Miss Bobbins, we have found all of the lettuces that were there. We managed to save every one of them.
All of them.
Everyone. Here we go.
Every
Here's
single one.
here's all of the
I thought
lettuces
that we
that were there.
maybe did we? I thought wasn't there a thing where it kind of went a little bit hail?
No.
Oh.
No, you're
I'm
thinking of
missing-
we managed to save the lettuce before we did that.
Oh, we're doing a thing. Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
it's a vampire now.
I think they're attempting to deceive the old lady.
No. Why would we
Yeah,
do
that
that?
seems to
That's
be
so
what it
mean.
is.
That is so mean. That is so
No.
mean.
Yeah.
I reach out to try and modify the old lady's memory.
Just this child reaching out to her face. Tattooed child.
Let me touch your brain.
What's the save?
It's wisdom.
Wisdom
Yeah,
save.
the score. I mean, she rolled a
18.
She rolled a 17.
Yeah, she needs an 18. So
Oh, can I do Flash of Genius? Can I do Flash of Genius and I could add a +3 to a roll if someone does it? I would have just.
make
I just
her
wanna-
save.
I want to make her save. I basically just kind of pull out a little bit of dust and go.
Okay. So you see the spell like starting to take hold as like her eyes kind of glaze over, and then Quincy just like barges in quickly and it's just like,
Better.
what was that? Why are you touching my face? And she laps her hand away.
I look at my hand. I look at Quincy. I look back at my hand.
It's a cultural thing among his people. It's a sign
just
of
face
respect.
touchers. That's just what they
Sign
do.
of great respect.
You watch
you know,
as
what
Bonk
would
goes
you-
under Quincy's hand and sort of lets him put like in the similar way, like hand on head. Yeah.
Joanne goes to pinch your cheek, Valen. You need to learn some manners. You can just touch people's faces. Culture.
Unhand me.
Not here.
All right. Well, at the risk of putting someone else in a hole, here is your soul lettuce,
We
Joanne.
would never.
Yeah, we would never do that the second time in one day. Here it is. So you'll find that it's great. It's nice and green. It's not
full of
roasted
dead.
at all. What?
Wonderful. Thank
Very
you.
full of
It's
dead.
a shame it's only 3 out of the 6, but it's fine. These
There
look
were
to be really
6?
thriving. They must have
Shucks.
Oh,
They
Some
must have
chicken.
escaped.
Mm.
We
And
only
you're
saw
all
3.
still in one piece?
Yes.
Bravo.
Some of us
And-
come back stronger as well.
And I look to the chicken, and Count Cochlear is staring daggers at Joanne for giving him as a sacrifice.
Oh God. Oh God.
And with a flick, a swift flick, she tosses the gold coins up into the air as your payment. Kind of a bit like a bouquet at a wedding, so it's up to whoever to catch it.
Wait, sorry.
Next check.
Wasn't it like
Should we-
600?
Should we roll for it?
600.
So
Yeah.
she's like
Oh
just
my
a
God.
fistful like confetti.
I
Oh.
assumed a pouch.
I
It's
assumed- I
chaotic.
assumed a pouch, not 600 individual coins.
No, I thought she just flung the coins, eh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
What
I've
does
got an
Nakrasha?
11.
What does it do?
Are we,
I will also try. I will
will
lunge
try.
for pouch.
are we rolling a
I will-
contest?
I will
Just-
try.
I guess. You
Okay,
know what-
so hold on. Before then, what I would like to do is I would like to cast slow on everyone but me.
Do this.
This is the most PvP game. I love it.
Yeah,
Con?
wait. Do I have? Can I contest that some way by like I don't know if do it at the same time? Can I do
You have to
Thunder
roll
Wave?
resistances on it.
Thunderwave? Oh, I mean,
Self and just go.
it is a concentration. It is concentration. So, everyone does get a will save, DC 18 to begin.
Is it a wisdom save?
It's a wisdom save.
Yeah, I made it.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nat 20 for me.
Dang it.
Before I roll, the vampire in the monster stat block says I get all the traits. Do I get legendary action? Oh, legendary saves.
Legendary action.
Oh wait, I can use my inspiration. Yes.
Was that a no,
Still
GM?
a 4.
That was a no to legendary.
Okay, thank you. I just need to clear that up. 14. I think I fail. Michael, do I fail?
Yeah. It's an 18 is the DC.
Oh yeah, sorry.
All right. So basically, I was what was Nakrasha's as well? Did she?
14 also,
14.
so I also fail.
Alright, so the only people I stopped were the 2 people who were the slowest anyway.
I see you casting something, and I reach down to my side, and I've got like almost like an Indiana Jones whip of a coiled up rope of vine, and I just throw the vine out at it, and I'm casting a 4th level grasping vine to try and grasp the pouch and bring it to me.
What about Bonk and Count Cluckula?
Did Calicula save?
Do you want to roll for that, GM?
Yeah. Okay. If I'm rolling for Bonk didn't save, and Cluckula did save.
I'm not targeting Bonk.
Oh, okay. Cluckula save.
Okay.
Bonk is
still in this.
Yeah, any coins that are on the floor, Bonk is just headbutting. But yeah, no. Look, like Valen's not an athletic. Well, he's athletic, but he's not. What's the word? He's not into exerting himself. So anyone who didn't get slowed, he's not even gonna bother trying to outrace. He's just kind of very casually, like trying to grab what he can, but he's not competing.
So I guess Bonk gets the gold.
I'm gonna grasp him vine Bonk if I have to.
Oh, Bonk will run. Bonk immediately turns, wags his tail like he's playing keep away, as he's got the pouch in his mouth.
I will do it.
He looks at Gobby, and he like his head goes down, his tail goes up, and it's like just back and forth wagging.
Oh.
And he runs towards Gobby and headbutts him in the gut.
Drop it. Drop it.
Just literally runs straight at Gobby and tries to like gut check him.
I grasp him vine him, but it actually pulls him faster towards me. Backfire! I see a tiny goblin go into a wall. Coins go scattered.
While those 3 are playing Keep Away, Amiri is going to go over to Quincy.
And she's gonna say, Quincy, that was a really great flying, and I really admired your use of taking out those raptors. So you can choose a little prize from the little spider pouch if you want.
Oh, what's in it?
Got
spider tits.
Let me see. There's spider.
Hand goes in.
No. There is spider rings. There's spider stickers, there's spider lanyards, and there is all those sticky hands, except it's not a sticky hand, it's a sticky spider.
I want a sticky spider.
That. Yes.
You can have the sticky spider.
I'm to
And
echo
then
it out.
she-
I'm gonna try to like get Count Cluckula on the nose with it.
And then Miri will go over to Nakrasha, and she says,
Nakrasha, that was really great. Nakrashing back there. So you can also pick from the goodie bag.
Nakrasha, I assume, is still slowed.
Oop. Okay, we'll just wait for that to wear off then.
Everybody waits for the slow
Slow
to wear off.
motion.
I'll bring it up to
in the
you.
bag.
There, raise it up.
Like very, very slowly take a spider ring, which probably doesn't fit on any of her giant sausage fingers.
Very great on you. You're welcome.
She puts it on like the tip of her pinky finger. It's like a knuckle ring.
So great. I love it.
Okay. Well, eventually the slow wears off, and Joanne approaches you guys and says, "Well, what? Now that all whatever that was is done, remember we have got the free food and the drink.
Yes.
I believe it's time to celebrate now that I can make the salad."
I will. I'm a non-vegetarian.
Hey, you know, they say that thing about once you know how food is made, you don't really want it much anymore.
Specifically with the
Don't
soul
worry,
stuff.
there's lots of food here. I mean, there's a bunch of carnivore people that live here. That's fine. Come on in.
Wonderful.
Let's go eat.
Clockula,
And-
I'm gonna show you what a garlic bread is.
I'm going to go with Quincy and the giant vampiric chicken. I find that the suffering of others makes meat taste better.
And
Yes, Necrasha is gonna get the quickest she can be double fisting like 2 different kinds of meat. That's what she wants.
absolutely, yeah. It's honestly it's a big feast, and actually, as Joanne walks in, she kind of turns to the crowd, which is like all the chefs and stuff cooking and smoking meat and other foods. And she's like, "Everyone, these are the heroes that saved the festival. Free food and booze for everyone." And people just like look at each other, cheer, and they pretty much all like try to wave you in to try their food because they want the heroes to try their food first because they're obviously better than the others. And,
I will use the last of my wild ship to turn into a lion so that I can get the literal lion's share of the food.
I mean, there's more than any of you could possibly stomach. So you get all the meats, all the veggies. Of course, you get the salad if you wish to eat it. Just has some spicy saltiness to it, I guess. But okay, no.
Salad.
And honestly, it's a great time. There's music, there's dancing, there's partying, there's food. But near the, like, maybe half an hour into the festivities, you've all gotten a bit of food to eat. Joanne approaches you once more and says, "Could you all please follow me? We have a surprise for you."
Oh, a surprise.
I hope it is more kind of meat.
Close, but not quite. And she kind of walks ahead into this hut that doesn't have a door, so it's just kind of open. And inside, there is something brewing. And there's another gentleman in there.
Soup.
Good
Let
soup.
me think of a voice for this guy.
The sacred soup.
Huh?
The sacred soup.
This is the
Sacred soup. Yeah.
Oh, the heroes. Perfect. Step on up. So I hear you are the ones that retrieved the soul lettuce and saved our Bellowing barbecue festival. Is that right?
Yes, we are the very same.
Yes. Honored to meet you. Very, very honored. Super honored. Absolutely, all that honor stuff. I would like to create something for all of you. I am making a new type of brew, like a unique beer, if you will. And I'm wondering if you would help me complete its formula.
We have a chicken.
Course. I would be happy.
And he points to a wall, and it's just full of all kinds of like spices, flavors, herbs, and all kinds of stuff. It says, "Well, whatever you'd like, go ahead and add it, and we can make this the drink of the night later when it's ready." I know I'm breaking the beer making rules, but go with me on it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to say,
Well, I could offer you my own life essence. That would really not liven up the party.
Then maybe not that one.
Okay, then.
He means it'll kill people.
Yeah, no. This is like in your honor. Good people.
Just like the orphanage.
It's like the orphanage.
Those all look like very interesting spices, but I have my own.
And I grab a pouch off of my hip and I just turn it upside down and tip it into the boiling substance.
All
And it's-
your
it's-
gold
it's
coins
a
go
different-
in.
Yeah, damn it, not that one! Dude, stop kitsching! All of my pouches are the same price. Well, I guess it's done now.
Now it's enriched.
Hey, it's enriched.
hey.
I did have demon blood, but I gave it to Gobby.
We have
Perhaps
dead goblin spice, but the other guy has it now. We have an undead
also-
chicken.
I will petition no garlic, please.
Oh.
Nothing like a garlic beer.
And I mean, you guys can have your fun adding whatever you feel like it. But he finishes with, "Oh yeah."
I was gonna say I would like to add honey from a bee hydra. It's basically like a hydra, but instead of like multiple heads, they have multiple stingers, all of like bee stingers, and then like when you chop them off, they grow more. Because
that's Terrifying, but amazing.
That's terrifying. I like that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And then finishes with, well, what should we name it? You need to decide the name. You are the heroes. What is
Payday.
this brew called?
It's called Payday, or something to do with coins.
What about
Oh.
the tossed salad?
The tossed
Tossed
salad.
salad.
Tossed salad.
I like it because
Is
it
that the
it'll
name?
make you throw up.
It's really selling itself.
I like it.
Tossed salad. Okay, I'll make a note of that. And yeah, he wrote down tossed salad, and he does whatever he has to do to finish up the beer, which I know would usually take a while, but
I would like to add
Magic.
some soul sugar.
sure.
Sugar?
Soul sugar.
That sounds like something from like the 80s.
I was gonna say
sugar.
That's totally a
Soul
DJ.
Sugar. Name of a song.
DJ Soul Sugar. Coming to you
go.
live.
Later in the night, everybody is enjoying your brew.
Tossed salad.
Mostly, maybe.
Yeah, for the
We're
people
gonna
who dared
pretend
try
it's
it.
delicious. But
can
with
really
that, I
taste
mean,
the
you guys
sauce.
party the night away. You enjoy your drink. You enjoy all the food. You enjoy the camaraderie of all the people of Pyrite, which are pretty hardy folk. And surprise, surprise, I'm going to add the tossed salad into the actual book once it's
Let's
done.
go.
We're gonna regret calling it that then.
Yeah. Do you want to pick another name before we move
that's
forward with that?
amazing.
If you want, you can change it. I'm not going to lock you in, but as
I
long as
kinda
it's
like-
a name
I
you guys are all happy with.
I kind of like Soul Sugar.
Yeah, I like
Sugar.
soul,
What was the
soul
first?
sugar.
What was the
Soul
first
sugar
one?
beer?
Payday.
That sounds a little bit
Payday.
better, long
Soul
standing.
Sugar is great.
Soul sugar.
Mhm.
Okay, soul sugar. I'll see if I call it beer or ale. I'll see what I call it. But
That's
soul
amazing.
sugar. That'll be in the book.
midst of the sorry, go ahead when you're
No,
whatever.
that's you
you're,
go for it.
you're good. Sorry. In the midst of the partying, when everyone is having their good time, Miri will approach Malachi, of course.
This is a really good brew. I usually don't get this intoxicated. Oh, Mary, hi, how are
Hi.
you?
Oh, hello. Oh, you're very loud when you're drunk.
Oh, yeah, I'm having a really good time.
Oh, that's.
You're
I
really
didn't know
cool,
I'm-
you know that?
Oh,
I've
thank
always
you.
wanted to say that. You're
Oh.
just so cool. You
Oh,
know,
thank you.
I was getting jealous about the prize thing. Everyone getting a prize, but that's okay. I'll get my prize eventually, right?
Well, yeah, of course. That's actually why I came over here. I couldn't
It's
interrupt you
happening.
guys. You're the guys' little powwow earlier. So yeah. If you want to have, you can choose your little prize from the goodie bag.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Okay. Oh, there's so much to choose from. Should I go for the sticky spider, or should I go for the stickers, or ooh?
You know what? You know what? You can pick two for Count Cluckula.
And she winks.
Oh, thank you. I'll take a sticky spider and a ring. If you could see a vampire tear up, this is where it happens.
You take good care of those.
I will. I'll treasure them. I'm sorry, Count Cockle. You're not getting yours. No, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Cluckula. Here, have some more garlic bread. Just start throwing pieces on the floor.
It's okay. Count Cockle will regenerate if that actually happens.
Oh, even
good.
better.
I'm just gonna go pick the feathers out of my mouth then.
But hey, that brings us to the end of today's one shot. Yay! Thank you guys for
Amazing.
being such awesome players. That was
So
a lot
amazing.
of fun.
I had so much fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of
This
fun.
is great.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for having us.
Sheer chaos unending.
Oh,
That's
how
what I
that's how
strive
D&D
for.
just is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best kind of D&D.
So great. I'm so happy right now.
Well, yeah. So thank you, not just to my wonderful, wonderful players. I mean, it was awesome to have you guys, but also thank you to everyone who came and watched and supported. It was it's nice to be able to perform for everybody and have just a good time. And this is also the part where I'm supposed to shamelessly plug new stuff.
Yeah.
So, as I mentioned at the start, Fool's Gold Into the Bellowing Wilds is the full-fledged campaign setting, and the Kickstarter is coming out on Tuesday. So it's like 300 pages, lore, monsters, magic items, the whole thing. So
Art, charts,
so many wild magic charts and whatnot.
Awesome.
Like there's
alchemy
like
charts, just everything.
400 effects. Yeah.
Yes.
And a whole new alchemy system. I mean, there's lots. I could go on and on. But if you guys want to support the Kickstarter, I'd be super grateful. It's at foolsgold5e.com, launching on Tuesday, and the Soul Sugar beer is gonna be in it.
Yes.
Let's go.
You might say that if you, this is my opinion, if you don't support it, you would be a fool. So you should go support it, because I'm going to support it for sure.
Yeah,
that's great.
And just like that, Dredd earns his paycheck. I mean, just...
Like, I can't wait. I've got that notification button. I'm like this close to just camping out just for it to happen. So
yes, because it is coming out in a couple of days, and
encouraging.
it is so exciting. And if I can plug it shamelessly a little bit as well, it's not only the Soul Sugar that you're going to get as well, but they also have tiers where you actually get some pretty sick ass looking minis. Like, holy hell,
that Tarrasque looks dope.
Yeah, I don't have the proper scale, but it's about like this.
The Tarrasque is that big.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah,
12 and a quarter inch Tarrasque mini.
Oh my
It's
god.
so great.
Mini.
The meaning of the
Mini.
word.
Oh yeah,
mini.
it's not a mini. It is a small dog. Okay, at that point, it's it's probably bigger than Bonk is in real
They
life.
actually, if you support the Twitch, they actually send you a cat dressed like a Tarrasque. Why is my mini being sent to me in a box with holes in it?
How did they get the spikes on there?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, of course, thank you so much for everyone who has joined us in chat. Big thank you to our special guest GM, Felix, who, of course, ran a baller of a game. Ladies and gentlemen, our wonderful cast, may I present them one more time and get everyone to give a quick shout out as to where you can find each and every one of them. Go, Rob.
Hello, I'm Robert Hartley. I'm a full-time dungeon master. You might see my stuff on the Viva La Dirt League D&D YouTube channel. We've got a campaign that's going for over a year now, 60-some episodes. I also have recently written and directed a web series called D&D Logic. And I also stream on Twitch D&D related content about 5 or 6 times a week. So you can see me over at twitch.tv/Robert Hartley GM. Dredd. Bring down to you.
Hi. I'm Josh, aka Dreaded GM. I'm here 3 times a week. I'm a professional game master as well, and content creator, and all that as well. And I absolutely love Dungeons and Dragons. I love people. I love community. I love collaboration, and I love wholesomeness. So if you want an infusion of that in your week, just pop onto one of our streams, or you can pop over to our YouTube where we have our VODs. I am going to take a quick second as well to say that we have another big thing happening at the end of the month, which is we are holding a virtual convention for tabletop role-playing games, geek things, board games, video games, much like the many other awesome conventions that are out there known as DreadCon. And I'm hoping to get more information for you on that soon. Join the Discord to get updates about that, but it's going to be a whole bunch of fun. And I want to take this moment to thank everyone for coming here to the Dreaded GM channel to show your support, especially Felix being the inaugural first GM. It was amazing, and I can't thank you enough for coming over here and bringing your setting and your games here, because I loved it. And everyone else sitting, my fellow players, I had an absolute blast, guys. Like, my cheeks hurt from smiling, and that's when you know you had a great game as well. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate
Dredd,
it.
everyone else needs a chance to plug, okay,
know.
mate? Like,
Okay.
you can't... I know it's your channel, okay? But this is me giving you the little red light in the background, all right, mate?
Just stop bringing up the music.
All right. Next up, Gothy.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at DynaBees, bees with a Z at the end. I had the great honor of doing a bunch of artwork for the Fool's Gold module, as well as helping to design some of the minis and some of the creatures that you get to see. So I hope that you guys take a look at that really great Kickstarter on the 12th. Also, if you want to check out my comic, Devil's Food, it's available on Tapas right now. It's a story about a girl who accidentally summons a demon, and then he will let her go until she teaches him how to cook. That's
awesome.
a very good fun romp.
Great.
But yeah, I mean, thank you guys for having me, and thank you for making this such a great first D&D live stream for me. It's been a lot of fun.
First stream ever for you.
Oh,
First
Also,
stream ever.
Don't undersell yourself. You're the lead artist.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Shoot, I
It's
keep forgetting.
gorgeous.
Awesome.
Also, quick pointing to the art that was done for the characters was all done from Gothy as well. So and I absolutely love them so very much.
That's so great. And I want you guys to know that if you want to use that artwork elsewhere, you can totally use those characters elsewhere if you want to have them
Oh,
Thank you.
elsewhere.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Totally
Thank you.
use
Thank you.
them. You're welcome.
I guess that's me.
That's you, Ginny.
This was so great. This was so much fun. This was such chaos. I now have to add child murdered in the crush as official. Yes.
Sorry.
It's not murder if you weren't intending on it. You were tripping out on some black powder that we got from a necromancer's body.
There's a difference
We
between
don't know the whole
manslaughter and first
story.
degree.
Child slaughter.
Yeah. We don't know the whole story. We've just alluded
Yeah.
to it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll tell the orphanage story in a later video. On my YouTube channel, where I do YouTube D&D content and tabletop gaming content, mostly stuff about role playing and character building. And I'm also a cosplayer, so I dress up a bunch on there, and you can find me under Ginny D pretty much everywhere, because that's my name.
Also awesome music as well. Recently.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yes, music too. And I have a cat. Look at him.
Oh yay! Yeah, kitty.
All right.
Oh, so cute.
Yay. And Quincy.
Oh, look, I'm Quincy. You can find me on TikTok. That's normally where most people find me. Quincy LK, where I do tavern stuff, do kind of just like recipe videos and just some wholesome vibes. Try to keep it that way. You can also find me 5 days a week on twitch.tv/Quincy's Tavern. I'm a variety streamer, play all sorts of stuff. We're getting the spooky season, so we got Back for Blood coming up, and we got some other horror games. So if you want to see me scream and cry because I have the constitution of a toddler, we're gonna have some good times over there. But this was fun. This was a real treat. So I appreciate it.
I just want to mention the idea to make a brew in the game and put it in the book. That was you who gave me the inspiration for it.
Oh, hell
I'm
yeah.
excited to see it. I have the notification locked on. I want to see what this is. That's
Thank
cool.
you.
Can't wait.
That's
I want to know what I wonder what the brew label looks like as well.
Oh man,
That'd
yeah.
be gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably I'm going to insist that I'll be the one illustrating it. Now,
Yeah,
absolutely, 'cause I was there.
so good. All right, I guess that leaves me. Hey guys, my name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. Honestly, I'm everywhere. Just Google me. Like, it's so much easier. I have a channel that I do stuff on, but usually I'm doing stuff with my Patreons and just hanging out. I also do a lot of work making Hero Forge minis, which of course you can see. I made versions of everyone that was absolutely completely blown out of the water by the amazing artwork by Gothy. But you know what? I'm happy with my attempt. Happy with it. Happy with it. Especially Dreads. Look at him. Look at him. All I did was just copy his face. That was it. Anyway.